will always roam. In the heart of the universe we found our home. Comes where the mystics play. We speak the language of the Milky Way. A touch of Venus, a kiss from the moon, guiding lost hearts with a sweet, gentle tune. So dance to the dreamers, the seekers, the wise. Crystal lavender will reach in the skies. Through tarot and starlight we'll always roam. In the heart of the universe we found our home. Comes where the mystics play. We speak the language of the Milky Way. A touch of Venus, a kiss from the moon, guiding lost hearts with a sweet, gentle tune.
Hello, hello. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on, and whatever time you'll be watching this video. Hopefully the intro came in. That was the first time ever trying to link it, so tell me what you think about it. Big shout out to my homie Sleepy T at Sleepy Studios for publishing the music for me, producing and putting the music together. It was definitely trial and error trying to figure out how to make a video out of it. So hopefully it came through all right. So let me know what you think. All right. Yay. Awesome. All right. Okay. So today we are going to do an all signs video about what's coming in for September. All right. And we're going to start out with the Virgo collective. Happy birthday, Virgos. It's your birthday season, so I hope you're kicking it off right. So before we get started with that, we are going to talk about this. This is my book. It's called Say You Love, and it is a testimony of triumph over the darkness of childhood sexual trauma and addiction. All right. And I did this whole thing just using my phone and some paper. So I throw this as inspiration out there for anybody that thinks that they need some sort of fancy software or a laptop, or, have to have some sort of special gear in order to accomplish something like writing a book. Okay. You could do all kinds of stuff with these phones, and I share my story, not because I'm proud of all the stupid stuff I've done, because I've done a lot of really stupid stuff. And embarrassing stuff, but I share my story so people that are out there that feel like they're all alone, that their story has too much, that they can't overcome it, that nobody will forgive them, that, just anybody that's out in the darkness, as I share it as a message of hope and inspiration for anyone out there that's struggling. Okay. Hi, my name is Crystal and I am a recovered addict. I am 3+ years into recovery, and I appreciate every single one of you that join in and show love and give me support and help my channel grow. I'm not trying to build a channel, I'm trying to build a community. So help my community grow. All right. Ain't no unity without community. All right. So that'll be in the link of all of my description boxes. As soon as the video is uploaded, I will put it in the description box. You could get a copy on Amazon, or you could get a free copy on my website, or if you want a signed copy, you can reach out to me at my email address, which will be in there. Okay, so let's get this party started. We're going to go from Virgo to Leo. All right, let me find my banners. Hello, Virgo. Where are you? There we are. Was it Ariel Ludvat, darling? Hi, darling. Welcome here. Hi, Michael. Hi, John. Hi, Mom. All right. Enough talking. Let's do this. So we are going to do Virgo at 4:37. Hi, Virgo. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this video. So we're going to find out what's coming in for September for the Virgo collective. Happy birthday, Virgos. What's coming for the Virgos for the Virgo season for the month of September? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got for Virgos for the month of September? Please and thank you. Am I laggy to you guys? Virgo, what's coming in for Virgo for the month of September? Please and thank you. First card out. Ace of Swords in reverse. So you got the Ace of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Fool, and the Four of Cups all in reverse. So it looks to me like with the Ace of Swords in reverse, like either you're waiting for an apology for someone, or you're just like done. You're done waiting to hear the truth from someone. You're not putting so much attention into what others have got going on with the Four of Cups in reverse here. It's like you're not paying attention to it. You're not jumping into any sort of he says, she says with anybody else. You know, I know we have a tendency to jump into our friends' battles or whatever. And like a lot of times when we do that, we end up like looking like a fool, you know, like when our best friend gets into a fight with her boyfriend or something. It's like we always got her back, or we always got his back, and then we hear all this drama about it, and then they just end up right back together anyway. So it's like you're trying to stay out of other people's business. Like you're keeping your opinions to yourself. Virgo, you're keeping your opinion to yourself. What's up with that? You know, yeah, somebody is definitely like out in the cold. They could be spying on you. You might have some undercover haters that are keeping tabs of whatever it is that you're doing so they could go report back to headquarters or something. But it's like you're definitely not involving yourself in anybody's drama. It's like you are trying to keep calm, cool, and collected for the month of September. Not letting nobody steal your shine, right? Don't take no guff from them swine. For the most part, I think that September is going to be kind of very slow moving. We got the Knight of Pentacles, so it's like a very slow moving energy. Like money might be a little slow, things might be a little slow, but I mean, you don't want to run and smack dab into a brick wall, you know? Like it's better to like slow and steady wins the race rather than like 100 miles an hour like a bat out of hell going to like nowhere, you know, spinning in circles, you know? I think at one point you probably had your foot nailed to the floor, you know, just kind of spinning in circles. But in the month of September, you're just moving slow and steady, keeping your opinions to yourself, you know, like not involving yourself in anybody else's drama, nobody else's business, like trying to stay calm, cool, and collected. You know, there might be a little bit of whatever obstacle was in the way, you're definitely going to overcome. Within the month of September, there might have been something that has been really blocking your energy, really blocking your path to move forward. And I feel like that's going to be cleared out in the month of September. It's like you look at this, there's like only one more obstacle before that water's all calm, right? No? Let me see something. Let me see if that's better. Like a Chinese movie, like I love you. Hopefully I fixed it. Hi, Barbara. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully that fixed it. Hi, Sleepy. That's my boy Sleepy Studios right there. That's the one that made the music for me. So go and check out his channel. Show him some love and support. Yeah, Virgo, like you were definitely in your magic season, right? You got the Magician right here. So you're about to make that magic happen. Like you've got all the tools in your belt You know what I mean? Like you've got everything you need to make that magic happen. I think you're going to feel very supported. You're going to have a lot of energy towards creative projects. You know, it's like whatever this obstacle was, like I was talking about, you had like one big obstacle to get over, you know? If you look at this card, it's like there's one sheet of rocks in front of that calm waters, and it came out in the reverse. So it tells me that you are either moving over that obstacle or around that obstacle somewhere or another. Like you're not letting anything get in your way. Yeah, you got the Empress card here. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Taurus, but that is very nurturing. Like you're gonna spend some time in like with doing some self-love, some self-care, doing some things that you really enjoy, being around people that you really enjoy their energy, following your intuition. It's like your intuition has been screaming at you. Something about you feels real magical this month, Virgo. Like you're just thriving in your own energy. The Magician that's that Virgo card, right? One of the Virgo cards. It's like there's something that you've wished for that seems like is definitely coming to fruition. Something that you've manifested, that you've wished for, like something that checks off all your boxes. Is like you might have had a list, maybe you had a vision board, and there's something here that definitely checks off all the boxes. It's like something that you prayed for, that you wished for, you're going to be getting in your birthday month. Like happy birthday, Virgo. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be dealing with any sort of like anybody that brings this King of Wands energy in the reverse. Like that's people that are shady. That's people that are manipulative. It's like I think you can smell them and see them from a mile away. It's like you're not giving any of your time or your attention to anybody that is not putting time and attention into you, into what you've got going on. Yeah. There might be somebody that you're butting heads with later in the month though, But like this video started off with you keeping your opinions to yourself, keeping calm, cool, and collected, just staying in your own energy, staying away from this sister circle stuff. It's like you're not letting nobody get in your ear, you're removing yourself from that energy, from anybody that's part of that energy. Either you're removing yourself or you're removing them from your energy. So good job, Virgo. You might have like somebody reaching out, like trying to offer you a cup of love as well. This is like some sort of new start in love or a new spark. It's like it hasn't got off the ground yet, but there's definitely some sort of new spark there. The idea is there. It's like rummaging around in y'all's heads, but it hasn't got off the ground. And you're just not worried. I feel like you're just like all good in the hood. Like you're not worried about none of it. You're like, whatever's for me is for me, and that's what's going to be for me. Like you're not worried about anybody, any sort of outside drama, any sort of outside opinions, any sort of like he said, she said. Like you're not putting up with it. You got that Wheel of Fortune in the upright, so things are definitely going to be working in your favor. Like the Sisters of Fate. The three Sisters of Fate are definitely going to be working on your behalf to try to move things in your favor for your birthday month, Virgo. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's see what we could get from the Sacred Soulmates deck. What does Virgo's got coming in love? That was kind of a general reading for the Virgos. Let's see what we got for love for you. What is coming for the Virgo collective in love? What do we got? You might have somebody that's trying to come back. They're trying to rekindle like an old relationship, or like this could be either a loved one that you fell out with, a family member, or like maybe your ex is trying to hit you up, trying to rekindle it. Yeah, it's like, I will come back, but I got to work on me first. It's like this person probably like you might have had some past history with this person, but they're trying to rekindle something. It says, I lied to you. It was easier than telling the truth. you know, and that came out in the reverse. So this person might be trying to come correct, you know, it's like, if they can't come correct, then don't come at all. Like this person might be trying to tell you how they changed their game, how they've like learned or, you know, done some sort of like inner work or something. Like somebody's coming back with an apology. It's someone from your past for sure, because there's that reconnection card that came out. Yeah. And I feel so much guilt. I'm sorry. So whatever happened in the past definitely still affects them. If this is somebody that you were dealing with in the past, or somebody that just recently showed up in your inbox or something, trying to rekindle something. But I feel like this is somebody that you have past history with that's trying to rekindle the connection between y'all. You guys do have a soul contract though. If this is someone you're currently dealing with, like you guys might have gone through some sort of trial era, you know, especially with that Mercury in retrograde that we just had. Like that one was a rough one, yo. So there might have been a lot of miscommunications, misunderstandings, maybe some arguments with you and the people that you love. But this person definitely feels bad about whatever happened. Like they think that they could have handled it a little differently, or they could have said stuff a little better, you know, like expressed themselves a little bit better, you know, maybe not tried to throw so much blame your way or something. But you definitely have a soul contract with this person. Whoever this person is that you've had problems with, either in your current connection or like from a past connection, is like they're trying to come correct. Yeah, they're just trying to catch up, small talk, catching up. This definitely feels like somebody that either if it's an old person, then they're trying to rekindle, you know, they're trying to make amends, you know, maybe some of them are in the 12 steps or something and they're on their amends level. Julie, yeah, it says you haunt my dreams. Like it came out in the reverse, so it's like you don't take up as much space in their mind as you once did, but they'd still definitely think about you all the time. This person thinks about you all the time. They think about whatever happened or whatever was said. Hi, Dan. You know, and they definitely want to try to come correct. Is this person actually changed? Have they actually changed, or are they just trying to blow smoke up your ass? Let's see. If this is an old person, have they changed? Has this person changed? Four of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, looks like they have done some inner work. Like if you're wondering if this person is still on the same old ish, it looks like they've definitely put in a little bit of work. You know, they've done a lot of like soul searching, you know. So if you're wondering if they're really sorry, it looks like they are actually sorry, you know. It doesn't look like this person is trying to blow smoke up your butt. All right, let's get you a fuck it card. Fuck it for Virgo. Since my mom is a Virgo and she gave me these cards. Quit pulling my own hair over here. See what we got. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so much. Says love has finally arrived. Boom, Virgo. Like if you're dealing with a new person, I think this person might have some sort of shady past, but it's like they've definitely done a lot of work. They've done a lot of reflection, a lot of work to build their character, to right their wrongs. You know, if this is somebody that is trying to rekindle a situation or rekindle some love between you or a friendship between you, like they've definitely put in the work. And if this is somebody you're currently dealing with and you guys have been arguing or whatever, like they're definitely trying to change their ways a little bit, you know? All right, let's get you a yes or no, and then we are going to go on to Libra. Ask a yes or no question. We'll see what we got. Says no. The cello of wish fulfillment plays melodically but loudly. This is in order to call forth the necessary information and resources you so promptly require. The music of fabulous happiness lifts your soul, and since music is the cinema of the soul, expect miracles to happen everywhere. That's freaking beautiful. I know you can't read that. I don't know why I'm trying to show you the stick. You can't read that. That is freaking beautiful. Music is the universal language, man. No matter where you are, no matter what language you speak, if you play somebody a sad song and you give them a little happy face, sad face, angry face, or whatever, they're going to point to the sad face 100% of the time. Like it's 100 out of 100. Music is definitely universal language. So that's pretty awesome. Love it. And when the when and how, it says one link in the chain of events breaks, it creates doubt over a successful outcome. However, doubt never changed the world, and that's what you're here for. Your unique ability to stay focused on your goals leads you down a better path. The situation is improving. All right, Virgo. Looks like you're going to stay out of the drama. Anybody that tries to bring drama your way, you're just going to roll off your shoulders like, nope, I'm out. Okay, Libra. Let's go to the Libra collective. Bam, 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 bam. I'm going from Virgo to Leo because it is Virgo season. So happy birthday, Virgos. And now we are on to Libra. Hi, Libra. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on. I hope this video finds you well. You know, let's see what we got for Libra for the month of September. What's coming in for the Libra collective, please and thank you. We'll do general. With love, we'll see what we got. What do we got for the Libra collective? Right, Team Libra, hey, represent. The only thing in the zodiac that is not an actual person is a Libra, right? Super objective, diplomatic, objective, balanced, charming. Woo. Libra, what do we got? Trying to find the balance. Looks like you're juggling a lot, Libra. Looks like you're going to be juggling a lot. Within the first couple of weeks of September, you know, the Two of Pentacles came out. So it's like you're either indecisive, a Libra indecisive, like, pff, yeah, right. It's not that Libras are indecisive. It's just that we don't have enough informed information to make a complete decision. It's like we want to make informed decisions, right? So I think you're trying to gather some evidence, gather some resources, gain a little bit more like understanding or knowledge before you make a decision. You know, you might be feeling a little like burnt out on giving. So you got the Empress card in reverse. So you might be a little burnt out on the giving end. You know, you might having people pull you in all different directions. It's like they all want some sort of attention from you in one way or another. You know, you might have kids that are trying to get your attention, or you got to run them to band practice or to football, or, you know, it's like your energy is just kind of pulled in all these different directions. But you do have the Magician here. So it's like you are completely capable of handling whatever is thrown your way. I think you are definitely working towards manifesting like a very specific goal, very specific outcome. And you are very, very, you feel very independent, very like just in your zone, right? Like when you're focused and you're doing your thing, it's like you're in your zone. You know, you've got that Nine of Cups. That's that kind of stability that nobody could take from you, you know? It's like having, like, when you own everything that you've ever done or everything that you have ever been or will do, is like that comes with a richness that nobody can steal. It's like nobody can throw no dirt on your name. It's like, because anybody who knows you knows that that's not real, you know. But it looks like you are definitely going to be surrounded by loved ones. You might have some sort of celebration in the month of September. You know, maybe you got September birthdays coming up. but you're definitely going to get together. Like, you have a reason to celebrate, you know. The Six of Pentacles, you might be gifting people your time, some energy after you take, like, I think you need to take a little bit of a break, like some self-care. This Empress in reverse here, you know. So don't be giving too much of your time and your energy. Like, don't be a doormat kind of yes person, you know. Like, if you honestly can't do something, it's okay for you to say no, Libra. Yeah, Libra's a procrastination. I'm a pro procrastinator, all right? But I've been doing a lot of research about that. Procrastination is actually like a form of mental self-defense that was established when you were a child, right? It comes from different areas from your childhood. So some procrastination is actually a sign of complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So I've been doing a lot of research about procrastinating because that's always been one of my bigger things, is procrastination. And it's like, I'll procrastinate on stuff that I even love doing. And it's like, why am I procrastinating on this? I love doing that, you know, but still I end up like battling myself. They call it a mind prison. It's one of the complex post-traumatic stress disorder mind prisons. So I've been doing a lot of research about that. So some of you might need to look that up yourselves. Maybe that's one of your main mind prisons, is procrastination. Like how I held the procrastination station at a rainbow gathering. I had a whole kitchen set up about it. It's like, oh, why do today what you could do till tomorrow, right? No, don't be like that, Libra. You got this, all right? You got your Queen of Cups energy. Like, I think you're just going to be embodying that Queen of Cups, like getting it done, getting all your situations handled, all your business handled, you know, staying focused on your dreams. It's like maybe something that you thought was going to come to an end it's not over yet. Like, you have barely started. I don't think you've completed whatever this project is that you've got going on. You know, some of you might have just started a whole brand new project that you're really enthusiastic about. It's like, but don't hold on to too much doubt or anxiety from the past, all right? You know, because the look at her. Look how sad she is that he ain't seeing her try to give that cup, okay? So you might have somebody that's trying to offer you some love, or trying to get to know you, trying to offer you some sort of help, or just wants to love you in general. And it's like, you're still too focused on whatever happened from the past, you know? And like, that's going to make this person real sad, all right? Like, this person is trying to offer you a golden chalice on a silver platter, and it's like, you ain't even, like, you're not even paying attention to it. Watch out for the kitties in the background all knocking stuff over. You got a kitty. Look at that kitty. All up on top of everything. You gonna knock some stuff over. Looking at them goldfish. Yeah, so try not to make someone sad by being so focused about whatever happened in the past, because you do have a brand new opportunity. You know, that's an 1111 card. That was the next card I just pulled. Like, you do have a brand new, like, super prosperous opportunity in front of you with somebody or some situation. You know, this person wants to celebrate with you. So try to be in the present moment. Like, don't be stuck in the past. Don't be stuck with this energy, like, oh, you're just going to be betrayed. Nobody loves you. Like, everybody hates me. I might as well just go eat worms. Big fat juicy ones, little teeny scrawny ones. Oh, how they wiggle and squirm, right? You are definitely loved, Libra. And whatever happened in the past was supposed to happen in the past to get you to where you are right now. So don't think that you're going to just keep repeating the same old. Like, I know sometimes we have to repeat the same demons in a different body, you know, as far as relationships go, but not everybody is like that. All right. So the world is not out to get you. Okay. These people aren't out to get you, but I do think you do spend a little bit too much of your time. Like, you give out too much of your time. Like, you might overbook yourself. You know, you might commit to this and commit to this and commit to this, and then forgot you committed to the first thing because you didn't put it in your calendar or something. You know what I mean? So try not to overbook yourself, and don't overextend your gratitude or your giving. Not overextend your gratitude. Like, there's no overextension of gratitude. Like, be grateful always. But yeah, some of you are moving out of this Nine of Swords. Like, you know, you might have been real up in your head for a while. I think you've gone through a lot, Libra. But it's like, you're trying not to focus on that. So don't be focused in the past. That's one thing that happens. Like, we relive trauma over and over again, you know? Like, try to be aware of where your triggers are coming from. It's like the other day, it was a anniversary of when my homie got shot by the cops, and like he had died a couple years ago to the other day, and like I was like, why is my energy so off, you know? And then I realized like what was going on, like why I had that energetic tie. So sometimes we have to go in and we have to look to see like what day it is, you know, because our body remembers those things, you know, like our mind, we might not have any complete awareness of it, but our subconscious remembers specific times, especially like anniversaries of traumas and like friends that have died or people that are close to you that have died, you know. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, why do I feel like this? And it's like you gotta go back and reflect, you know, and then try to do something to change that energy, to make a new memory, like to create new pathways, new neurons in your brain, you know, so that you can create new memories on these days. Yeah, just stay committed, stay focused, you know. Spend some time, definitely take some time to spend some time alone so you can recharge your batteries. All right, I know Libras have a tendency to be social butterflies. It's like I'm a introvert, like extrovert, you know, like I'm super social, but not at the same time. It's like I have to have my own me time. So make sure that you get your own you time, Libra. All right. What do we got coming in love for the Libra collective for the month of September? What's coming in love for the Libras? Libras in love. What do we got? Yeah, my mom's a Virgo too, so I feel you, Dan. What's coming in love for Libra for the month of September? Living memories of the good times. So either you're nostalgic or somebody else is real nostalgic about you, you know, have a lot of responsibilities. So this person might be super busy or might just invest a lot of their time into work. So don't take things personally. And it's like your move standoff. It's like you guys might be playing this game of chess with each other. You know, don't be playing those manipulation games. All right. Like if you're with somebody and you're like, oh, well, I'm leaving, but you're like just telling them that so they can chase you. Like that's a form of manipulation. Okay. Don't be playing any sort of like mind games with people, you know, just be straight up and make sure people are straight up with you, you know. Like if somebody says they're single, make sure they're on the same page as single, because somebody's single is totally different than your single, okay? Like somebody else's single is like, yeah, I'm single, but they got like 3 other people that think that they're in a relationship with this person that's supposedly single. So make sure that your idea of single is the same idea as single as the people that you're collaborating with or like talking to or have interest in, all right? Don't let nobody play no manipulation games with you. Yeah. But whatever it was, like if you've been on and off with somebody, I think it's going to finally be off. It's like that's going to be like that's end game. No more on and off. It's like that switch is like once that switch is flipped, it's like you're just going to leave it that way. You're going to keep it on off. Yeah, be real close with your boundaries. It says boundaries needed. So make sure that you're drawing not a fine line in the sand, like a thick one, like a highlighted thick boundary line. Like, nah, this is my boundary. You know what I mean? Like nobody's gonna cross over this boundary. I don't care how much my feelings are for you, you know, or how much like my mind thinks about you, or you know that put a little heartbeat in the pantal region or something. It's like make sure that you're not just connecting with somebody off of sex-based connections, because like once those energies die out, it's like then you're left with what? It's like make sure you're getting to know somebody before you hook up with anybody. All right, Libra. And if you're dealing with somebody that's like you're currently with, you know, yeah, don't neglect the friendship phase for sure. A lot of relationships end up ending because people don't even know each other, you know? It's like you hook up on the idea of chemical, you know, you're attracted to somebody and they're attracted to you, you know, but that's usually mostly a sexual thing. It's like there's this sexual attraction, but then after that goes away, it's like what, you don't even like me, I don't like you, like you don't listen to the same music, I don't listen to the same music, you don't like my friends, I don't like your friends, your family don't like me, like you're throwing trash out the window, you know what I mean? Like make sure you get to know somebody before you actually like intertwine your energies, especially sexually, because once you intertwine your energies with somebody sexually, it's really hard to untwine those. All right. All right. So what's for the Libras that are like actually with somebody? That felt like a potential love person, or some of y'all need, if you go out on a date, okay, make sure that you like, I don't mean to be like, vulgar or whatever, but rub one out before you go out, all right? Because that might change the whole aspect of how that whole timeline goes down, like you won't be in your feels that way. So some of y'all need to make sure that like you ain't going out with that energy. I don't know who needed to hear that, but somebody needed to hear that. Like you could be dealing with somebody that just got out of a relationship, because it says I'm separating, divorcing, moving on. It's taking time. So there's somebody that's still in the healing phase of something that had ended in the past, and make sure that somebody's not just getting with you so they can get over someone else. All right. Like you're nobody's crutch, Libra. All right. So for the Libras that are with somebody like currently, what do we got for the current Libras? We got long-term intention. This person loves you, Libra. They might feel a little bit rejected at times. Maybe sometimes you guys have miscommunications, or you don't like you guys just get on each other's nerves. But I think every couple is like that. So if you're dealing with somebody that's long-term, like they ain't going anywhere, that's forever kind of love. It says forever, forever and ever. We love you long time. Hi, Jim. Yeah. If you're hearing any sort of rumors about the person that you're with, or you hear like somebody say that they thought they saw them over here when they said they were over there, it's like they're just trying to stir the pot. All right. Somebody's trying to stir the pot. Maybe you might be hearing something that is, yeah, some sort of gossip. We got the gossip card. So you might be hearing something about somebody else, or like you might be hearing something about your significant other. Like they're just stirring the pot. And it's like, this person's grown, they're like, nah, like I'm grown, too grown for all that. So ignore any rumors of cancellation. Okay. Y'all might be getting into some role play this month, Libra. Ooh. And it says, shine your light so I can find my way. Like, I definitely feel like you are an inspiration for this person. You guys might try to spicing things up a little bit, break up the monotony, do a little bit of role play or something. But for the most part, Libra, if you're in a long-term committed relationship, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right. Awesome, Dan. Go say hi to Mojo for me. Mojo. All right, let's see. Let's get you a yes or no question, Libra. Yes or no for Libra. What do we got? Says yes. It is the beginning of a delightfully new cycle. Get ready for a deep emotional immersion into an amazing world. You may meet a mysterious stranger with an unusual talent who helps you speed up the completion of your plans. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Says a wind of change inflates the sails of your ship of fortune, though not for another 4 to 5 months. While events rush into your life, luckily your ability to commit deeply to a project while subtly compromising when necessary takes you to that next level. Keep on that grind, Libra. Mysterious new stranger, talented new stranger. All right. Let's go on to the Scorpio collective. Scorpio. Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on. We're going to find out what's going on for the month of September. All right. Let's see what we got for the month of September for the Scorpio collective. You're very welcome, Barbara. Scorpio, what do we got? What do we got for the month of September for the Scorpio collective? Woo! I think you're going to suddenly and abruptly run in because you got the Lover's card with the Tower card right here. I think like somebody is going to suddenly and abruptly come into your life that is going to take you by like a whirlwind. Like not all Tower moments are bad, you know, but this is definitely sudden and abrupt. Okay. With the Lover's card next to the Tower card here. Like for like once you felt like you were out in the cold, like maybe you thought that love just wasn't for you, you know, like you have no interest in love whatsoever, you know, like you're just minding your own business, doing your own thing, and then bam, dude, bam, you know, the Lover's card. I think this is going to hit you very suddenly. Like you're just going to very suddenly be like, why? Like, oh no, here we go. You know, like you're just minding your own business, doing your own thing. Yeah, with the Knight of Swords, this is going to be a very, very passionate, very like fast moving type of energy here. You know, it's like you guys meet each other and it's like it's on from there. You know, it's like no walking away. Like I think you're leaving anything that like you had, like if you were talking to people from your past or like if you had anybody on the sidelines or whatever, it's like you're putting a stop to any sort of anything once you meet this person. Yeah, you're gonna end up committed to this person. It's going to be like a whirlwind though. Like it's just going to hit you out of nowhere in the month of September. You know, and I think you're going to try to remain calm, cool, and collected, but that wheel, the Wheel of Fortune, that wheel is moving. And I think it's just comes out of nowhere. It's like completely unexpected. It's from unexpected and by somebody that you probably would have never even thought about, you know. Probably someone that's not even your type. Like my thing is like, oh, just my type, that's red flag number 1. You know what I mean? Like, because if my type actually worked for me, then I would be in a successful relationship. So if I run across somebody that's like just my type, I'm like, that's red flag number 1. But this person's actually going to have all the green flags, you know. They're going to have a lot of green flags for you. I think you're going to spend a little bit of time like analyzing this with the Hermit card. Like you're just going to make sure that this person is who they say they are. But you got the 10 of Cups here. That's like permanent contentment in the realm of the heart. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to help it, Scorpio. I think you're going to like, it's like they say fools rush in, but I don't know if you believed in love at first sight, but this feels like love at first sight, you know? And some of you might have been quietly manifesting this. Like you're like, I don't have a specific person, but like I have an idea of like the kind of person that I would like, you know, like you have all these like, it's almost like you wrote a spell to the universe. Okay. And this person checks off all of them boxes. And it's like, they're going to renew your faith in yourself. Like you guys might be like very powerful together. It's like this person inspires you to be better. It's like this person not only matches your hustle, but inspires you to hustle yourself. It's like their hustle might even be above yours. So it's like the two of you together. It's like you hustled and they hustled and it inspires you, and then you inspire them, and then they inspire you. It's like that like magnetic movement, you know, where you have that perpetual movement. I feel like you guys are going to have perpetual movement. I think a lot of things had to end in order for this to happen. You know, like you might have gone through some sort of spiritual death, maybe like a couple times, in order for this to actually like come to fruition like this. But I think that this is going to move real fast for you. Someone's just going to come out of nowhere. It just comes out of nowhere, you know, and it's like, you're not waiting. You're just doing your own thing. It's not like you're out there searching for it and you're like constantly like, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? You know, it's like, You're just doing your own thing, loving your life, doing your own thing. And then boom, it's going to take you by surprise, man. I think you're going to be completely surprised by it. But it's definitely going to open you up to an opportunity to see things in a different perspective. Like this person will probably have some sort of higher knowledge on an area that you don't completely understand. And you probably have some sort of higher knowledge on an area they don't completely understand. And together, like, it feels like y'all are going to be like a masterpiece, Yeah, the 10 of Pentacles, like you guys might build an empire together. Maybe you guys are going to go into some sort of creative project, but it really feels like it's kind of out of the blue. It's like it comes out of left field. Like you weren't prepared. You weren't expecting it. You weren't looking for it. You're just doing your own thing. And it's like, this is definitely like, I think you guys are going to build an empire together. The 6 of Clubs, like you might be helping other people together, like you might involve yourself into some sort of charitable like institutions, do some sort of charity work together. Like whatever you guys build together is definitely going to help the world in some way or another, help the people around you, help the world in general. And you might have some haters over it, but they always say like haters make you famous, right? Like Cat Williams says, if you go to sleep with 3 haters, you need to wake up with 4. That's how you know that you're doing something right. Like it's inevitable. Not everybody is going to love you. You can't be for everyone. But this type of connection isn't for everyone to understand, and there's going to be some people that are going to be trying to throw sticks at you, that are jealous of what you have or whatever it is that you get. So be mindful of the energy of people that are envious. I mean, jealousy is one thing, but envy is like that's like one of the 7 deadly sins. So be careful of people that have that envious energy of you. Well, shit, I was trying to do a general reading, but that just popped out with love. So let's get something with finance. Hi, Marie. Thank you so much. I'm going to put you up here. Woot, woot. I should get some celebration lights. Woo! Okay, so I was trying to do the general readings, but that came out for love right away. So let's find out about finance. We're going to find out about finance for the Scorpios. I know I didn't do these with the other ones, but we're going to do that for Scorpio. How are Scorpio's finances going to be looking for the month of September? Scorpio's finances, month of September, please. We got the Temperance, got the 4 of Wands, and you got the Hermit card. So some of you might be either invested in your own business, because the Temperance is like, look, she's pouring from one cup into another. Like she is alchemizing that energy, keeping in balance. Like Temperance is keeping a balance with feeling, pouring into your own cup. So if those of you that have started your own business, it looks like you're going to be like, you got the 1111 with the 4 of Wands, like you're definitely going to have some sort of improvement or success in that area. I think it's taken you a long time to actually put this into action, but once you've taken that action, I think you're finally starting to see the results from that. Yeah, with the Fool card. Either you're just now starting to put that into action, or you're just now starting to see the benefits, like your seeds are just now starting to grow, right? Like you're starting to be like, okay, like this actually is working, like you're starting to feel like it might not be all for nothing. Something about this is definitely growing. Your money might be growing. Your opportunity for investment is growing. Like maybe you're getting more clientele, but I think you've done a lot of work to get to where you are right now. A lot of work to get to where you are. You might not be like, that might not make you completely financially independent at the moment. Like this might not be your number one source of income, but it will turn into your number one source of income. It's like, you don't care if you get money for it or not. It's like, you just love doing it. And that's what's important, right? Yeah. With the Empress here, it's like, you're just pouring that love, nurturing what it is that you have passion for. And the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, will provide to you, will provide that for you. You show it what you want, and like kind of step back and let it do the work. And then it'll it's like, oh, okay, I see you. I see what you're trying to do here, and then it starts adding people and events and situations and, things to support your business. So definitely keep plugging along with something that you either just started, or if you're just thinking about starting it, I would definitely start it. Like, this is your sign. If you're thinking about, oh, should I start this? Yes. Okay. The answer is yes. Well, thank you. I appreciate that feedback. It might be slow moving with the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Pentacles are kind of slow. That's the earth. That's like earth. Okay. Pentacles represent the earth element. So the earth is real slow for the most part. I mean, unless like it's wind or fire, but those are the other elements. I mean, that's part of earth too, but the earth is slow. So it might be really slow growing, but it's definitely like going to gain momentum. Just hang in there. Hang in there. Don't give up. All right. Especially if you're starting like your own business or your own entrepreneurship, or you're doing something on the side, like don't give that up. All right. I think it makes you really happy, and you are definitely going to grow with it. So it might be slow moving, but slow movement in the right direction is way better than going head like 100 miles an hour into a brick wall. Okay. So slow moving, slow but steady, right? You'll be able to collect and gather all your pieces like the ant and the grasshopper, All right, let's get you a yes or no question. I think the Fool in that deck, the little old man with his cup, or not the Fool, the Ace of Cups. The Page of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the little old man with his cup is so cute. All right, a yes or no question for the Scorpios. What do we got? It says no. A time of quiet and peaceful change. Some events and people will fade into the background, making room for more progress and exciting circumstances. Changes greatly knock at your door, inviting luck to enter your ever-changing life. All right. And it says when and how. It says 3 to 4 months is a favorable time for molding the circumstances as you want them. Your natural sense of self and devotion involuntarily attract luck and universal recognition. You're wise enough to know that the harder you work, the luckier you get. All right, Scorpio. Let's go on to the Sagittarius collective. Sagittarius. Let's change your banner over. Dun, 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 dun. This is going to be a long video. Sagittarius. That's right. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on, and whatever time you'll be watching this video. We are going to find out what's coming for the month of September. Have a marvelous night as well, Marie. Thank you so much for joining us. It's an honor to have you. Sagittarius, what do we got? Sagittarius, what is coming in for the month of September? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. What's coming in for the Sagittarius collective for the month of September? What do we got? The Hierophant, the Moon, Page of Swords in reverse. So I think you're going to stop waiting. You are like something that you've been committed to for waiting. Like maybe you've been waiting to hear back from somebody, waiting to hear about this job, waiting to move, waiting for somebody else to get their crap together. So, that you guys can move things forward or something. It's like, you're done waiting. Like you're done being committed to something that's not committed to you, and I think that you're really following your own intuition here with the Moon card. You could be dealing with the Pisces, but it's like, you're not, like the Page of Swords is in reverse. So it's like, you're done waiting to hear from this person. You're done waiting to hear from this job. It's like you're moving on. Vroom, beep, beep. It's like you're like, nope. I done gave as much attention as I could possibly give, you know? I waited for as long as I could wait. And it's like, you're done waiting. You're done waiting on this person. You're done waiting on this situation. You know, and you're moving forward. Like you're like, no, like I can't, like all I'm doing is tying myself to something that is never going to reciprocate the energy that I have for it. It's like, if you're waiting for somebody to like leave their relationship or something, it's like, they're not leaving that relationship, you know? Like maybe you've put your life on hold for this person or this situation, and like people keep making promises, or they keep making promises, and it's not like, it just has never happened, you know? So you're taking your power back from that situation by leaving it. You know, you might not want to, but it's like, it feels like you have no choice, you know, like you've made your mind up. You're like, no, I can't invest in this anymore, you know? It's like you say you're going to do X, Y, and Z, and then you don't. It's like, you're tired of it. You're tired of your boss saying that they're going to promote you, and then they never do. You see somebody else gets promoted. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of energy. It's like, no, I'm going to take my talent, I'm going to take my love, and I'm going to go find something that actually like will invest in me. You know, because this situation, whatever it is that's going on, is like, it's like you probably even told this person, I could have had this, I could have had X, Y, and Z, but I stayed here because of loyalty, you know? And it's like that loyal, like you're loyal almost to a fault, man. You were loyal to a fault with this situation. And I think you're starting to realize that. Yeah, you're realizing that there's no money in it, there's no love in it. You know, it's like, it's just a bunch of just wasting your time, even though in all reality there's no such thing as wasting your time. Like there's always something to learn, you know, and like you're putting forth the work to turn that into something prosperous. You might have put a lot of work into that situation, so that's also why you probably stayed for so long, you know, but you're done. I feel like in the month of September, Sagittarius, is like, whatever broken promises this person has made to you, you know, like whatever, you're like, no, I've heard this before. I've heard you say that before, and then you promoted somebody else. It's like, you didn't get your justice with this person, you know? So you're going to take that leap. You're going to take that leap forward and get your Four of Wands, that 1111 card. You're like, no, like, I'm worth more than this. It's like, I value, my time is more valuable than what you're paying me for. You know, my talent is more valuable than what you're paying me for. Good night, Barbara. I love you. You know, and it's like you're sailing on to calmer waters. Like you might have one more obstacle in the way of that, you know, like you might actually have to take the action. You know, I feel like the action of actually doing it is your only obstacle right now. Because you do have the Empress card, you know, that's like self-love, nurturing. That's like grounding yourself, you know, feeding into yourself, like acknowledging how you really feel, you know, and then taking action towards that. That self-love, that like they always talk about, like, oh, love yourself, boss bitch, love yourself, you know what I mean? King of this, king of that, love yourself. But nobody tells you like how much that actually encompasses. It's like loving yourself is actually listening to your body when your energy is off next to somebody, you know, and then removing yourself from that situation. Loving yourself is telling people that you love no, like, no, I can't do that, you know, because you're inside, because your inner child says, no, I'm not doing that. You know, loving yourself encompasses so much more than just some cute little meme on a card, you know, and I think you're starting to embody that actual like true love of self. Like, no, like I value myself. Like I've disrespected myself by staying with this situation, you know, and I think in the month of September, you're like really going to honor your own value by removing yourself from whatever it is that you've been waiting on. It's like you've put your life on hold for long enough. You have put your life on hold for way too long. You know, and I think you realize by doing that, you are just disrespecting like all your other opportunities. All right, what do we got for love for the Sagittarius collective? Sagittarius and love. Sagittarius on the love department for September. What do we got? What do we got for Sagittarius in the love department? Somebody trying to reconcile with you. You know, them boundaries again. If the person has been on and off with you, you know, like I think you need to set some real clean boundaries with the person, especially if like if you're with somebody and you've told them how you feel about a certain situation, you know, and they've put no effort whatsoever into making it any better, you know, or trying to change it. It's like, yeah, we're only responsible. Like we have no control over what anybody else does, you know, but if you see that somebody is absolutely not putting in any effort whatsoever, it's because they don't give a crap. Okay. They might say it, but like action actually proves it. And I think like this person is not like they want to say all the right stuff, but they ain't doing it. You know, they ain't following up with the action. This says you, yes, you need an energy clearing, too much overwhelm. Hug a tree, back to nature. They call forest for rest, right? Go to the forest. I was having a rough day yesterday and I went outside, and as soon as I stepped outside, I felt instantly better. It's like some of us just need, you know, to go outside more. Like we're so trapped inside our own little houses, inside our own mind and our, you know, and we forget like how beautiful it really is out there, you know. And I had a praying mantis like fly on me and I carried him around and I had him on my hand and I was like showing him stuff. I was like, yep, this is this. And we went and checked the mail and we went and did this, you know. It made my day so much better. Little praying mantis. Yep. Trigger warning. This person might try to trigger you. Either somebody that you've dealt with. I feel like this is like a past person, you know, because they're trying to reconnect with you. And they might be just trying to push your buttons. And it's like when they go to push that button, make sure it's broken. You know what I mean? Make sure that they get no response. If this person is trying to come back and tell you all the right stuff or push this button, because all the times in the past, they push this button, they get this response. They push this button, they get this response. You know what I mean? So they're like, ha, watch this. And they go and push that button. They're like, wait, that button's broken. They push it again, nothing. Like, what the hell? They're like trying to figure it out. It's like, no, that button's broken. All right. Yeah, this person might just be trying to hook up with you. If you got somebody from your past trying to get into your inbox, it's because they're on that hookup. They want to hook up. And it might have worked all the times before, but I don't think it's going to work this time. You know? I don't think you're going to feed them any energy, especially if this is like a past person. Yeah, self-care is not selfish. Okay? You're healing you. You're taking the time to heal you, to do what you got to do the things that you love. All right? Like, don't put yourself in the back burner for nobody. But their heart, they do have a soft spot in their heart for you. Like, they think about you all the time. Like, this past person thinks about you all the time. But they're definitely, it might just be a sex-based connection. Maybe they just like the way you work it, you know? Like the way you work it, no diggity. Gotta back that up. You might have the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip or something. They can't get you out of their mind. So yeah, be careful of this past person, all right? Somebody's trying to get into your energy. They just want to hook up. They want to push your buttons. It's probably worked before. Like, you've probably came whenever they call you up like, hey, what are you doing? You want to meet up? And you're like, yeah, sure. And it's like, then you don't hear from them for a while. It's like that person just feels like real in and out energy, but they definitely think about you. Let's get you a yes or no question. Yes or no for Sagittarius. What do we got for Sagittarius? Yes or no? Hey, yeah. We have yes, unshakable feelings from a life bursting with love and happiness. Believe in miracles, no matter how silly this makes you feel. Important events bring a breakthrough in your situation. The result will be a fundamentally perfect. All you have to do is believe. I believe, right? This is the volcano of hot emotions reveals a versatility in the situation. However, enjoy the versatility. It makes life interesting. Use your irresistible desires to complete what you started. Let it help you. And in 2 to 3 months, you'll find quality and fresh approaches. So, I mean, maybe some of you are down for that booty call. Like, that's cool. We're all grown. You know what I mean? As long as you know what it is you're getting into. Like, don't set yourself up for something that, you know, that you want to be invested in, you know, and don't hurt nobody else's feelings. Like, if you truly invested, make sure that you're upfront. Like, hey, I'm in it for just this. This is all I want out of this relationship. Like, make sure that you stay communicating that, you know, and make sure that you ask the other person, like, what it is that they truly want, you know, because a lot of times those friends with benefits, people end up catching feelings, you know, and it's like, well, I told you from the get that I wasn't into it, you know, and then somebody ends up getting hurt. So just make sure you stay like informed, okay? And have clear communication if you're going to have that hookup with this person. All right. All right. Let's go on to Aquarius. I'm doing these backwards, so let's go on to Aquarius. Aquarius. What do we got? Hi, Aquarius. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on and whatever time you'll be watching this video. Please remember to hit that little like button on your way in or on your way out. It is a little click for you, but a big bada boom for me, all right? Big bada boom, chicken good, okay? Chicken good, multi-pass. And if you like my vibe, hit that little subscribe button. It'd be an honor to have you. All right, Aquarius. What does Aquarius got going on for the month of September? What's Aquarius got going on for the month of September? I try to do them general at first, but sometimes it pops out with love. General. Try to do general for the month of September. What's coming in for Aquarius? General for the month of September. Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, Queen of Cups. Ooh, so you might have some sort of fast-moving, passionate adventure you got going on. The Queen of Cups here and the Knight of Wands, it's like that's super fast-moving. Something might be moving super fast, but it's like whatever this new passionate idea is like once you think about it and you start putting action toward it, it's going to like vroom, you know? And it might make you feel a little out of your comfort zone. With the Hermit in reverse, like you might feel a little bit, you know, like awkward about it, like whoa, like maybe it should slow down a little bit, but like I think you're trying to put the brakes on some sort of situation. It's like something might be moving super fast in the months of September for you. You know, just maybe change in general, like whatever's changing, it's like it's all changing super fast for you. You know, and I think you are still a little bit like looking at the past, like you might have some sort of like reminiscent energy holding on too tightly. You know, you also might be dealing with somebody that's like pouty, somebody that like holds a grudge, you know, like holding a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to feel something about it. It's like holding a grudge doesn't do nothing. There might be a person that's holding a grudge against you and you can feel it or something, Aquarius, but like somebody is super holding on to something that happened in the past and they're not letting it go. The Judgment in reverse. And they probably lose a lot of sleep over this. Either they lose a lot of sleep over it or you still kind of lose a lot of sleep over it. There's like some sort of worry here. You know, this person is probably worried that you're mad at them, or it's like you feel like you can't make this person happy no matter what you do. It's like, but that's not your fault. It's not your fault, nor is it your job to make other people happy. So you just keep focusing on what it is that you got to do. Because I think whatever it is that's moving is moving fast. You know, these changes are happening fast. And I think it's happening with the little amount of effort. It's like you didn't put all kinds of time and energy into this change. It's like it just is happening. It's like all unfolding, like super fast for you. Yeah, like you weren't waiting for it. You weren't looking for it. It's like it just fell into line. You know, it's like all of a sudden, boom, there it is. You know, and with the Strength card here, some of you might have a Leo and have Leo in your energy or on your team or something, or you might be working with a Leo. But yeah, whoever it is whoever's holding a grudge about something, or it's like I just get this energy. It's like you can't make this person happy, you know? It's like you're starting to wonder if this person was ever really on your team, you know, or if they were just in your way, or they're part of your, you know, like almost like a bump contract or something. It's like this person feels like they were just there for a second just to help you get started with something, and then they're out. But it's like they're still holding a grudge over your success or something, or the fact that you're moving on. Like they thought that you were going to be all sad about it, you know, and the fact that you're not sad about it like really bothers them. But that's not a you problem. Yeah, you're putting that burden down. Like you might have invested some energy in trying to maintain a friendship with this person, or trying to maintain this job or this whatever, like trying to maintain that momentum. And it's like you're letting that go. You're letting it go and letting it flow, because whatever's happening, whatever this new passionate adventure is that you're going on, is happening fast. Boom, happening super fast. Yeah, I hope you're ready for it, Aquarius, because whatever's changing is changing with a quickness. And somebody's definitely going to feel like it's not fair. You know, whatever it is, whatever sort of rewards you're getting, or like the promotion you're getting, or the like whatever you're moving into this new phase of life, people are going to think that it happened overnight, you know? And in some ways it might feel like it happened overnight, but in the reality it took a long time to get to where you're at, to get the rewards of your labor, you know? It might have looked like on the outside that you didn't put a lot of work into it, but in reality, like it took years for you to get to where you're at, you know? And you might have some people that are jealous of that because they don't know how much time and effort it took. Hi, Brenda. No, Leo's actually last. I'm doing these in backwards order. I started with Virgo, and I am almost halfway into the video. So it's going to be a while for Leo. Let's see what we could get in love for the Aquarius collective. What's going on with Aquariuses and love? What do we got? You are very welcome. What's going on for Aquarius and love? I feel like some of you feel real disconnected. Either you feel like you've been lied to or cheated in some way, not necessarily cheated on, but cheated in some way. Like you feel like whoever it is that you're connecting with just doesn't love you, or never really did, right? You know how you can tell if somebody really never really loved you is when they pick on every single thing that you do, right? It's like they're not like, oh my God, I love how much like your eyes twinkle when you are doing this dumb thing that you love. It's like, ugh, why are you doing that dumb thing that you love? You know, it's like they constantly pick on whatever it is that you love doing, or they pick on your little quirks, your little things that a person that actually loves you will find attractive. Okay. So like you might be noticing that this person just picks on you. Like if you love something, they hate it. You know, if you enjoy doing something, they're not about it at all. It's like, yeah, they might act like they support you, but like they throw like backhanded compliments, or like make jokes about it. You know what I mean? They're like, ha ha ha, that's so stupid, you know, but just kidding, kind of. Like they're not kidding. You know, somebody that truly loves you doesn't pick on you like that. Like they might pick on you in a fun way, like almost like a, you know, like a foreplay kind of deal. But it's like you're starting to wonder if you got cheated here. It's like you put all this time and all this investment into this situation, and it's like you still feel like you're kind of, you know, like got like it's like one-sided. You know, like you might be super supportive of this person, and you might be, you know, like you might be the only one supporting this situation, you know? And it's like you don't make fun of them for their stupid stuff, like not on purpose. Like you might pick on them a little bit in a fun way, but not the way that they do. Like that's one thing I've noticed about people that are in relationships that aren't truly happy, you know, that like, yeah, they have love for you, but they're not really in love with you, you know? Like somebody that's really in love with you, you can tell when someone's really in love with you. If somebody just tolerates you and they're around because they love you or they have love for you, that's like a whole different feeling. And I feel like some of you are like, you want that nurture. You want to be nurtured, you know, you want to give love and receive love, you know? And I feel like a lot of you have been given, hoping that this person would give back, but it's like they give back the very bare minimum, you know? So you're wondering, you know, Some of you might be thinking about traveling. That's also a good way to get to know somebody. Like if you're just starting out a relationship, go on a car ride with this person, like across a couple states, see how they act. See if you guys can carry a good conversation, or if you're just irritated with each other by the time it's all over, Yeah, I think you've put a lot into this relationship or into this feeling, but it feels like it's just not like one person is in love and the other one has love for. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's commitment. It's like y'all are committed to this. And I think it can be worked out. Maybe it's just like going through that lull, Like in the long run, it's definitely committed. I don't know if this person knows that they do that to you. I don't know if they realize like how bad they pick on you, and how much it actually affects you. They might be trying to, you might tell them, hey, like, do you really not like me? Like, why is it you pick on me all the time? Or like, I'm like the brunt of your joke all the time. It's like anything that I love, you like don't seem to have any interest in. It's like this person like maybe might not know that's what they're doing. So maybe if you bring it to their attention, like you guys could possibly work through this. Like they're if they become aware of like the fact that, like you kind of feel that way. But I don't know if it's ever really been discussed. If this person is kind of up or down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And they feel very young, like they have like a very young energy about them. Even if you guys are around the same age, like they're not as mature as you are. That could also be why it feels like they pick on you all the time. Like maybe that's just, their maturity level or something. But yeah, I feel like you feel like you're getting picked on and that you're kind of getting cheated, Aquarius. Which that ain't no fun. Let's see. But you guys are committed to each other, but I don't know if that's just a commitment because it's familiar. It's like you guys have invested so much time with each other. It's like, I don't know if there's like, I don't know. It just feels like you feel like you could find better, or like, yeah, that they just don't love you as much as you love them. It's definitely kind of one-sided here. But it's like you're trying to decide, like, okay, well, do I just stick with it? It's like, this is what I got. Do I stick with it? Or do I, like, let it go? That's a hard one. Yeah, that ain't no fun. Let's get a yes or no question. And I've noticed that trend in a lot of, like, people that are in unhealthy relationships or like people that are just with each other because it's convenient. It's like they're not really truly like in love with each other. They like have love for one another. They don't want to technically hurt one another. Like they have love for them, like they have they hold them high in their heart, but it's like you could just tell that like they're not in love with each other. And I think that everybody deserves to find somebody that is like actually truly cherishes their relationship, All right, for your yes or no, it says no. You will be flooded with a soft, warm wave of good news, and the news is that you are an amazing person capable of boundless love and beauty. This fosters your sturdy desire to act and inevitably overcome many unresolved issues. It's what you excel at. Inevitably, sorry. Yeah, you definitely have a way about you. Maybe this person just isn't aware that that's what they're doing, or that you feel that way. But I think you guys can overcome it if you want to, if it's worth it to you. Okay, let's go on to the Pisces collective. Bam, bam, bam. Push this button, push that button, push these buttons over here. Pisces, 1956. Hi, Pisces. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on, whatever time you're watching this video. Please remember to hit that little like button on your way in or on your way out. It is a little click for you, but a big bada boom for me, all right? Big bada boom, chicken good, okay? Multi-pass. We are trying to build a community. Ain't no unity without community, right? All right. Pisces, what do we got for the Pisces collective for the month of September? What's coming in for Pisces generally for the month of September? Pisces, general month of September, please and thank you. One more shuffle. Shabam. Ooh, we got the world in reverse. So there might be some sort of unfinished business or something that you thought was over or done with that still hasn't been completed yet. And it's like you're going back to the drawing board with the Three of Pentacles. You know, there might be something that didn't quite get done, and it could cause a lot of stress to you. You know, like something that you thought was completed is not completed. And it's like you have to go back to the drawing board with it. You know, but try not to focus too much on that, you know, like there's definitely like the universe is giving you a golden cup with a silver platter if you're open to receive it. So make sure that you're looking for opportunities to receive those blessings from God, from the universe, you know, because you are going to get some sort of help, some sort of love, some sort of information or a way to go forward. Okay. Don't let it bother you too much that it's unfinished. Whatever's gone unfinished. You know, some of you need to seek outside sources for help. With the Hermit in reverse, it's like you can't just completely like rely on yourself. Like there's something that might be out of your expertise or might be something that you need to ask for help for. Like, don't be scared to ask for help in the month of September, because like in order to finish this project, you might have to have some sort of outside help. I know a lot of us are like, no, if I want it done right, I'm going to do it myself, you know, but then we're like, well, why doesn't nobody do anything? And it's like, because we have this perfectionist idea about how things are done instead of letting people just come in and help us. Like, you know, like if people do the dishes, you know, sure, they might not be done to your standard of doneness, but at least they're trying to put in effort, you know. So don't be too harsh on somebody that is trying to show you effort or give you help. Like we try to be the rocks, you know, we're like, no, I've got this, you know, but then they're like, well, why doesn't nobody help me? It's because it's like every time that somebody tries to help, like, it's like you tell them that how wrong they did it, you know, like they don't do it right or something. So just be mindful of that, you know, like if somebody is trying to offer you help, like be open to receive like whatever their new idea is or the idea that they might have about going about it. Okay. And definitely watch out. Like you might have somebody trying to, like you do have somebody sneaky around you. I think this came out in a Pisces reading before too. Like you do have somebody that might be trying to steal your ideas or to like steal your stuff, your product. They might be trying to say that they did something that it was their work when it was actually your work. So be mindful of somebody trying to steal from you. And this could be actual items, you know, especially if you drive a Kia, you better put a club on that thing. All right. But there's definitely somebody that is sneaky and shady around you, you know, and I feel like I think you're aware of who this person is. It's like, you know, you have the snake in the grass. So it's like, you're like keeping your eye on them. And if you're wondering if this person is still shady, it's like, yeah, they're still shady. There is definitely somebody that's got some sort of shady energy towards you or towards your ideas. you know, or they might be trying to sabotage whatever it is that you're doing, you know, like they go and leave bad reviews on your web page or something. It's like there's some sort of energy out there that's like, that's a hater for sure. They're like an immature little douchebag. So be careful of that. I think you will get some rest in the month of September. It's like some well-deserved, you know, like you'll have some time to recuperate, to rest, to put your mind at ease. And you're definitely like on to new opportunities. Like even though that this project isn't finished, it's like you've already got something else in the works with the Ace of Pentacles there. It might be a little slow moving. You know, business might be a little slow moving, but it's definitely moving. Slow movement is still movement, right? And that's all that really matters, is that there's movement. So yeah, don't let nobody hate on your accomplishments or take them as their own, okay? And be careful of somebody trying to steal your ideas, because there might be somebody that's like watching you, and they're going to make it seem like they're the ones that did it when it was really you the whole time, you know? But yeah, you got the World in reverse and the Death card in reverse. So there's definitely like whatever you thought was done or finished or, you know, at an end, there's definitely some work to do still. You know, but it ends with the Sun card. Like you will be in that happy energy. Like that's like the happiest card of the deck. You know, in September, you're going to find yourself really happy with your accomplishments or whatever it is that you've got going on, whatever it is that you did get finished, or whatever it is that you're starting. You know, like you got that Alchemist card, like you're moving one energy into another energy. It's like maybe you're moving like, you know, green energy, like money into an account to buy product, to build stuff, to make money, you know? It's like you're using your assets that you have available to you, and you're turning them into other things. You know, it's like, okay, I've got this stick and I've got this wood burner, you know, so then you're combining the things that you have and you're turning them into something profitable. Just be careful of that shady energy, because there's definitely somebody that's shady around you. All right, what does Pisces got in love? Pisces in love for September. What's Pisces got for the love? Pisces in love for September. Hi, meow meow. Hi, meow. Pisces in love. What do we got? I appreciate you guys hanging in with me, man. I know this is going to be a long video, so y'all are troopers, dude. I appreciate you guys. Hi, Pixie. This is Pixie. He's my co-host. Say hello. Say hi. His little freckles on his face. Freckle face. Pisces in love. They are such scaredy cats. Like my brother and his family came to visit, and like they hid the entire time. Like my cats, like you could tell how little people I actually have at my house, because like my cats are like, nope. Ooh, the betrayal card came out, Pisces. What the hell? Or there's suspected betrayal. Either somebody's suspicious. They're suspicious of you, or like you suspect somebody has betrayed you in some way. You know, you might feel a little bit overwhelmed here. You know, and you're trying not to overthink it. Like you got trigger warning. Like this person could be trying to push your buttons. You know, ugh. And the Tower, I don't like it. Yeah, either somebody is suspecting like some sort of third party, or there's been some sort of betrayal, or like you're finding out about some sort of betrayal, or they're coming forward with it. Like either way, like that's going to cause, like even if it's suspected, all right, if it's just in your imagination, that will come crashing down, all right? That will make a relationship break for sure, if there is that untrusting energy, you know. So somebody either doesn't trust you, says I'm married or committed. Did you know? I can't remember if I told you. So if you're dealing with somebody new, they're probably still in a relationship. Y'all got to be careful of that. If like you're single and you're out there mingling with other single people, it's like their idea of single is completely different than your idea of single. It's like they might have people on the sideline that think that they're in a relationship with this single person. All right. So make sure that you have clear communication with whoever it is that you come in contact with that's new. And if you're in something committed, like they don't want to lose everything. It's like the assets are a block to my leaving. It's like either you want to leave or this person wants to leave, but they don't want to lose whatever it is that you guys have together. But there's definitely been some sort of betrayal there, you know? So maybe some of y'all are trying to work it out to where like you're like could still be friends or still be roommates or still like be in each other's life, you know, but y'all are going to have a real serious, hard conversation. Okay. That's big talk. That's big kid talk. Okay. Not no little kid talk. Not no child temper tantrums. That's like big kid talk. You know, and like either this person or you is like looking real deep inside yourself. Like, who am I? What do I really want? Like you're asking yourself these questions in the mirror, you know, why am I here? Who am I to you? Who am I to I? Like, what am I doing here? You know, like some of y'all are having to have some real serious conversations with yourself and with your significant other. Big kid talk. That's grown talk. You know, and like you might not, like you feel like you're the one, it's one-sided. Like this might feel like one person loves the other person more, or this person feels like you love someone else, or it's like there's just definitely not a balance there. You know, and some of y'all might be tempted by choices, you know, might have some sort of outside influence tempting you, some sort of like Jiminy Cricket on your shoulder. Don't get tempted. Don't be tempted to do dumb shit. All right. And I think both people just want to be in charge. Like there might be some sort of like power control struggles between y'all. There's too many cooks and not enough Indians. You know, too many cooks spoil the stew. Yeah. I don't know. And they be spying on you. So some of you have somebody that has an extra account, like maybe they're trying to catfish you, trying to catch you up in a lie, or you're doing this with your significant other, or if this is a past person, like they're always watching your social media. They watch you always on social media to see what you got going on. So they could go report back to headquarters. Like this might be a mutual friend of yours that is reporting back to somebody else that is spying. Like, oh, girl, you don't guess who what blah 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 posted today. You know, just so they could run back and tell their friend or something. So you definitely got some sort of pot stir in your mix. You know, or you got somebody that has like a fake account and they're trying to catch you up on some bullshit with their fake account. So be careful who you're talking to online. It might not be who you think it is. But yeah, I think this connection definitely needs a lot of healing, divine feminine healing. Like there needs to be a lot more nurture, you know, a lot more like nurturing instead of combative. I feel like you guys are real combative with each other and not as nurturing, you know. You guys don't nurture each other as much as maybe you once did. Yeah, that energy feels like there's got to have some real big talk. There's got to be some big grown-up talk there about some sort of betrayal or how you're going to work through it. If there was like infidelity in the past, I don't think whoever was cheated on ever got over it. Okay, I don't think they ever, even if they act like they did or they say that they did, like whichever one of you was betrayed, like has never actually fully moved on from it. Like that kind of put like a permanent dent in the relationship. You know, as much as you try, it still ain't ever going to go back to being the same. Let's get you a yes or no question. All right, yes or no for the Pisces collective. Yes or no. We've got yes. Fate lends you a hand by providing you with the most favorable circumstances. These include good luck in your affairs and a change to improve your situation in the most unexpected way. There will be success, but not without stress. No success worth having ever is. Time to conquer those mountains. Enormous opportunities loom ahead in 2 to 3 weeks, forcing you to link yourself with another unfamiliar chain of dynamic events. Opportunities can be found in any problem that you are, and you already know this. Use your understanding, persuasive abilities to achieve your goal, right? There are people that make problems for every solution, and there are people that make solutions for every problem. And I think you're one of those people that make solutions for every problem, Pisces. So you've got this. All right, let's go on to Aries. Aries. You guys are troopers. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. Meow, meow, meow. Aries. Hi, meow, meow. Hi, Aries. This is Pixie. He's my co-host. He's usually really vocal. Like he purrs as soon as you pick him up. But he's a scaredy cat, man. He is such a scaredy cat. Anybody new comes in the house, he's like instantly like in the drawer. Climbs into my drawers. Okay, Aries. What do we got for Aries for the month of September? What's coming in for Aries for the month of September? Please and thank you. Please remember to hit that little like button on your way in or on your way out. It might be a little click for you, but it's a big bada boom for me. Okay, chicken good, multipass. Trying to build a community around here. Ain't no unity without community, all right? Aries. What do we got for the Aries collective? Thank you, Miss Whackcrafter, aka Mommy Beans. Yeah, I did a vote to see when people wanted me to come live, and most people said night or late night. So I'm here to give my people what it is that they like require, what they want, you know, what they want to see. So, and I'm kind of a night owl, anyways. Well, I appreciate you being here, Brenda. Aries, what do we got? What do we got for the Aries collective? What's coming in for the month of September? And I started these out with Virgo. So we've done Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Pisces. Now we're on Aries. We still got Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and Leo left. Aries, what is coming in for the month of September for the Aries collective? What's coming in for Aries? Ooh. Some of y'all feel like you have removed any obstacles in your way. All right. Like if you've been blocked by someone, you're becoming unblocked. If you've had some sort of like obstacle, like you couldn't get this specific job because you needed to have a car, well, now you have a car. Like if you couldn't get a license because you didn't have an ID, well, it's like now you've got an ID. Or if like you couldn't get an ID because you didn't have a social security card, it's like now you've got your social security card and your ID. So now you could get your passport. It's like whatever obstacle has been like completely preventing you from like being able to move forward the way that you would like to is being removed in the month of September for sure. Like you're overcoming whatever that obstacle is, whatever that weird loop is. It's like, it's so stupid. It's like, you got to have a social security card to get an ID, but if you don't got a social security card, then how do you get an ID? It's like, you got to go through all of these loopholes. And I think that you've gone through like all of these loopholes to get this obstacle like over with, you know, like you receive your ID in the mail and you're like, whew, that took way longer than it needed to, right? Ugh. Be careful of this sneaky energy. You got this 7 of Swords with the Justice in reverse. So there might be somebody that like might be trying to like sideswipe you out of something, or try to like lie on you in court or something, or try to say you did something, like they go to your boss and try to say that they saw you doing something that you didn't do or something. Like there's definitely some sort of like sidewinder swipe energy here, you know? So be careful of somebody in your energy that's like that. You've definitely got somebody shady. Somebody that be wearing shades at nighttime, you know? Might try to steal your stuff and help you look for it or something. Be careful who you let in your house, for sure. Or who you tell your business to. Like you might hear your business coming from somebody else and you're like, I only told like one person this, you know? It's like you're going to know who that person is right away. But I think you're like you're sticking your back into your faith. Like some of you might start going back to church, or might go back to your religious beliefs. Like might start practicing more with your religious beliefs, whatever those are. You know, like you might be starting to do your meditations. You know, like blocking out time just for that, to study, to do Bible study, or to study the Quran, or, you know, like you're taking out some time of your day just for those spiritual like purposes and practices. And I don't feel like you feel like going out and celebrating with nobody. It's like you don't want to go to the bar, you don't want to go to the club. It's like in the month of September, you're going to be focused on your religious aspect, on, you know, like they say, body, mind, and spirit, right? Like you're working on your body, you're working on your mind, and now you're working on your spirit. It's like you're setting time out to maintain and do these practices consistently. You know, and that's definitely going to turn the wheel in your fortune, in your favor. Wheel of fortune in your favor. Something about learning these spiritual principles will make you see things from a different perspective. It'll help you learn to not take things so personally. You know, there might be somebody that might try to get under your skin, or you might notice that you react differently than you once have before. And I think that has a lot to do with like your spiritual level up, you know? Hi, Valhalla. Like I think you're spiritually leveling up, you know, like you're raising your awareness, raising your frequency. And I think you're also noticing like how you respond to things differently. Like maybe you would have responded to somebody before, like you know, somebody come at you with a bad attitude, you would have gave them a bad attitude right back, like right away, right back at them. And then it would have escalated into something else. And then it would have made your day start off like on this whole other level. And it's like now you're aware that like, you're aware of those things, so you don't let them affect you. Dropping cards. Drop it like it's hot. I only dropped one. What did I drop? The Empress. Yeah. You're really nurturing. You know, you might have a real nurturing relationship with somebody around you, or there's somebody that is real nurturing towards you. There might be a very loving, like motherly energy around you, or that you're just nurturing yourself in general. Like you're nurturing the fact that you are in the, like, whatever space you're in, you know, like you're like giving gratitude towards it, you know, like you might not be exactly where you want to be, but like you're loving where you're at right now. You're appreciative of where you're at right now and where you're going to be in the month of September. You're just finding the beauty in everything, you know? Like you might actually stop and smell the roses on your walk. Like you might go out on a nightly walk or something, and your neighbor has like some moonflowers or some roses in their yard. And it's like you literally like stop and smell each flower and like take in that, you know, just the existence of like how beautiful life really is, you know? It's like staying in that moment. Yeah. You're healing, doing a lot of healing from heartbreak. I just think you're going to spend a lot of time like doing that inner work, raising your vibration, you know, not letting things get to you, not letting like your old triggers like trigger you, not you know, not participating in any of the fuckery. It's like none of the shenanigans. You're not down for any of the shenanigans. All right, let's see what you got coming in for love. What does Aries got coming in for the love section? Aries, love, September. What do we got? I started with Virgo because it's Virgo's birthday season. So I started with Virgo. So I've got, I'm on Aries right now. We got Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and Leo left. Sorry if you could hear my brother in the background. He's back there getting drinks and doing whatever. I mean, it's life. My brother lives with me, so. What's coming for love for Aries? Aries and love. What do we got? Ooh, y'all is mirroring each other. So, I mean, if you think about a mirror, right? When you look at a mirror reflection, like you do this and it looks like it's your right hand, but it's actually left hand. It's like the opposite happens. You turn your head this way, the mirror turns its head this way, but it's like actually the exact opposite. So you guys might be doing the opposite of what the other person is doing. It's like maybe that feels like why you can't like link up with each other is like because y'all are mirroring each other. But this person is upset. Like either you're obsessed with them or they're obsessed with you. You might be like wondering, you know, it says, oh, you cast a spell on me. It's like some of y'all might even wondered if this person put a spell on you. They're like, why do I feel this way? I've been accused of that before. It's like, I know way better than that, man. You can't be putting love spells on people. That is totally not okay. That will bite you in the ass. Absolutely. Anybody ever watch The Craft? You know what I mean? Like you can't be putting love spells on people. But yeah, this person, either you're obsessed with this person or this person is just obsessed with you. Like they definitely have like you take up all of the space in their head, you know. And it says surprise, manifesting union. So if this is somebody that you've been wondering about from your past or that you've been thinking about, somebody that you haven't heard from in a while, you got a surprise union coming ahead. You know, and that could be coming back together with like some of your old school like friends, some of you haven't talked to in a while. But this person, like if you haven't talked to this person in a while, you never left their mind. You know, you have always been on their mind. You were always on my mind, always on my mind. You guys got a karmic contract for sure. And karmic isn't necessarily bad. It's just part of your soul tribe. Y'all have a soul mission together. You guys have a soul contract. I mean, I don't care. Like everybody talks about soulmates as just in like a love relationship, you know, but soulmates are anybody that comes into your life. Like they could be your best friend, your number one hater, your freaking boss at work. Like we all, those are all different levels of soul contracts, you know. But this person definitely, like, you are definitely heavy on their mind. So if you've been thinking about them, it's because they're thinking about you. But there's definitely a control aspect here. It's like they don't want to lose control or you don't want to lose control. Aries not want to be in control. What? There might be an unhealed divine feminine aspect, or the divine feminine needs a little bit more healing, or you need to spend a little bit more time in your divine feminine energy. Okay. Like maybe you've spent a lot of time in your fight or flight, you know, that constantly got to make it right, fix it, like that divine masculine energy. And it's saying that you're a little bit neglected on your divine feminine energy, because I mean energy is fluid. It doesn't matter if we're not talking about genitalia, we're talking about energy. Okay, so some of y'all have been neglecting your nurturing aspects of yourself. So try to be more on the nurturer side and less on the fight or flight side. Right? I always like, sometimes I start Pisces first because I know they're always last. So I try to mix it up. for sure. And remember that everything happens in divine timing. I know everybody's like, divine timing, like who has the divine timing clock? Like who's in control of that divine timing clock? It's like, are they in motherfucking like Uranus, you know? Like where's this clock coming from? You know, but don't ever dim your light. Like don't take no guff from no swine, you know, don't let them dull your shine. Like keep shining bright. I think you're very inspirational for this person. Like they're definitely following your lead. You know, you might be leading by example, you know. But I don't think you guys aren't talking right now. Like I think this is a no contact situation, you know, something that maybe fell off like a while ago. This doesn't feel like a current situation. This feels like somebody that you haven't heard from. You're very welcome, Valhalla. It's so good to catch you live or just to see you in the live. I always see you in my comments. So, and I know that you've been in a couple of my lives before. So it's always good to see you. Valhalla. Yeah, there might be some sort of power struggle with this, but you're definitely a catalyst for this person in their spiritual awakening, or they're a catalyst in your spiritual awakening. But there's definitely going to be a surprise union here. Like this, like they can't get you off their mind. There's definitely going to be a come around. All right, let's get a yes or no question. Yes or no for the Aries collective. Says no. A tornado of unpredicted events twists by. It is replaced by a series of quiet but promising situations. It takes black clouds to make a bright lightning. Or rainbow too, right? Use your unorthodox ideas for difficult problems to provide the burning satisfaction that you seek. And your when and where says a period of great transformation unexpectedly enters your life. After 1 to 4 months, your infectious sense of humor and quick wit helps you manage your position confidently. As Oscar Wilde once said, people are never so trivial as when they are taking themselves too seriously. Why so serious? All right, let's go on to the Taurus collective. Thank you, Aries. Taurus. Taurus. Let me get a drink real quick. All right. Taurus at 1:52:22. Good night, John. I love you. Taurus. What's coming in for the Taurus collective for the month of September? Hi, Taurus. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon. Please remember to hit that little like button on your way in or on your way out. It is a little click for you, but a big bada boom for me, okay? Chicken good. Multi-pass. Okay? Okay. Taurus. What's coming in for Taurus? General for Taurus for the month of September. What do we got? General for Taurus for the month of September. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Bam, bam, bam. So it looks like you've got a lot that you've been working on with the Four of Pentacles here. It might feel like it's working really slowly. You might have some people on your team that might be a little slow at learning. There might be like a slow learning curve there. Like they don't learn things maybe as fast as you do. It's not picking up quite as fast as you would like it to, but there's definitely progress. There's definitely progress in the area of whatever it is that you're working on or working towards. All right. And it looks like you are healing some sort of heartbreak. You got the Three of Swords here, you know. The Moon. There might be some sort of secret that comes out that you find out about, or there's something that your intuition tells you that might make you a little like uneasy, unhappy, you know, the Three of Swords as well. There might be something that needs to come to the surface, is like an abscess, you know, like an abscess you can't just cover over with a band-aid and hope that it goes away. It's like you have to actually like open up that wound and like lance it, like talk about it, you know, lance it and push out all the infection. It's like there's something that's going on behind the scenes that's a little bit feels like an infection, you know. But it's not going to come burning to the ground. Like if you're worried about something like coming to a complete and abrupt halt, no, it's not going to come to a complete and abrupt halt. Like there's definitely you know, like you got your fire extinguisher on hand. It's like you see that the storm is a coming. Like you can tell that there's like something's about to pop off, or something with somebody else is about to pop off, you know. But whatever it is that needs to be talked about, like whatever this secret, whatever that needs to be illuminated, even if it is like even if it's hard to talk about, you know, that wound has to be lanced. That information needs to be shared. It needs to be said. Whatever it is that needs to be said, it has to come to the surface. Because if you don't bring it to the surface, it's going to come to the surface anyways. Like the moon will illuminate it. You know, you could be dealing with the Pisces, or we have the Aries card here. You know, you are definitely going to be taking a leap of faith in something. Like after all of this happens, you know, it might make you a little bit more open to take a leap of faith with someone else or in something else, you know. But there's definitely something that needs to come to the surface, you know, either some sort of really hard conversation, or some sort of hard truth, or just like opening up and being vulnerable with somebody, you know. Like I know as hard as that is, like it's definitely like if you really want to get to know someone, or you want to let someone in, like it might be hard to be vulnerable, you know, to be open like that, but I think it's going to be necessary in this case in order to avoid some sort of complete tower there. But I think once the air is cleared, like you'll be able to move forward. Like you got the Fool card, so you could be dealing with an Aries as well. So I think once the air is cleared on whatever this situation is, like you'll be able to move forward. You know, you're going to feel like you're very divinely guided. Like things are just like you're being guided, like your spirit guides, like God, your intuition, like whoever it is that you have as a mentor, you know, is definitely going to be helping you to move this forward. But it looks like you're going to be taking a leap of faith in the month of September. You know, and you do have the Nine of Cups here. So that could be on a romance level. That could just be more like self-fulfilling, like a self-fulfilling like desire, not in a narcissistic way, but like in a like a way that you could be proud of, you know. Like this is taking responsibility for your own happiness. This is like independence, but that's also like the like marriage. Like some of you could be taking that leap of faith to get married, you know. Or you somebody might be asking you to marry them in the month of September. Or you could be getting news from a child, or news about a child. But I feel like you're going to be feeling really strong and independent. But I think you're going to have to, whatever this wound is that you are lancing, it's like it's got to come up to the surface. So whatever it is that's coming up to the surface is definitely going to clear the way for your path of this new beginning here, you know. You got the Death in reverse. So don't put an end to whatever it is that you're working on. Like if you're working real hard on something, even if it seems like it's slow growth, like don't put an end to it. And don't worry, like nobody's betraying you. The betrayal card is in the reverse. So if you're worried about somebody having a third party, or somebody having like ill intentions, I don't think this person has any ill intentions. I don't think you have like too many people in your circle that you got to worry about that are like snakes, or that are deceitful, or that are envious or jealous, you know. Like there doesn't feel like there's like a lot of that energy going on. It just feels like whatever you're moving towards is like real slow. It's like real slow moving. And be careful of any sort of like addiction issues, or people with addiction issues with the devil card there. So don't be going out and drinking too much. Like you ain't going to find your answers at the bottom of the bottle. You ain't going to find it in the bag of this or that. Like you can't snort your problems away. You can't drink your problems away. You know, like you're not going to find happiness in any of those things. It'll rip that from you. Okay. So be careful of any sort of like toxic attachments to maybe porn, or your idea of what, what it's supposed to be. Like you might have like a like just chained to some sort of ideas, you know? Like don't be a slave to substance, okay? Don't be a slave to sex, don't be a slave to substance. You know, because you do have your 1111 card. That is the 1111 card. So, like your ships are coming in. You will make it safely to your destination. It just might be really slow moving, or the people that you have around you like don't learn as fast as you would like them to, and you might feel like you're not really getting anywhere, but like progress is definitely progress. All right, you are definitely making progress. Let's see what you got in love. What has Taurus got in the love section for the month of September? Taurus with love. What do we got? What, kitty? I'm a meow. I'm a meow. Meow. He's so vocal. This is Pixie, for those that y'all don't know Pixie. This is my Pixie cat. He's my co-host. He's super vocal. They say orange cats are. He's a Turkish van kitty. And there's like this whole thing about Turkish van kitties about like how they were the cats that were allowed on the ark or something. Like he's got an orange spot in between all the white, and they call it the thumbprint of God. There's like a whole thing about Turkish van kitties. Taurus in love. What do we got for Taurus in love? Please and thank you. Ghosted? What? Is somebody ghosting somebody? You ghosting somebody, or somebody ghosting you? Bye, boo, it says. Get slimed. What? Ghosted. Somebody turned into poof, Casper. Casper the ghosting ghost. Like, what the hell? It says, if you drew this card, ask yourself, perhaps, is it even worth it? So there might be somebody that you're dealing with that just may be all full of drama, or that you just don't see a long-term investment with in the first place. It's like you kind of already know that there's like no true future there or something. You know, they might be coming out of divorce, or have already been divorced, so they might be real skeptical about relationships. Like they might be in the middle of separating, you know, but if you're with somebody that's already with somebody, like don't put your life on hold waiting for them to divorce this person, or, you know, to move away from them, or to come towards you. It's like, don't put your life on hold for nobody. But I feel like you're going to ghost this situation, and this situation is somebody's already ghosted this situation. And it says you need an energy clearing. You are overwhelmed. So maybe get some sage, you know, sage your house out, sage around yourself. Get some Palo Santo, like go out and like go put your feet in the river or a creek or something, and like imagine having all of your worries wash away with the water. It's like you bring all of the negativity out of you and down to your feet and into the water, and like visualize it flushing away. You could do that in the shower too. But you might be super overwhelmed in the area of love. Like maybe you have too many love options, or too many people trying to pull you in different directions, or like you don't want to hurt somebody, or somebody don't want to hurt you. So it's like, yeah, there's definitely somebody that's scared of losing everything. I think there's somebody that's definitely been in a divorce before, or is going through divorce, and like they don't want to get caught up and then like have to lose everything. It's like, this is the kind, like you're gonna have to sign a prenup, you know. But don't stop shining your light, because you're definitely an inspiration to this person. Like you definitely bring light into this person's like world. This is all over the place, Taurus. What the hell? Yeah, there's definitely somebody that's got some demons. All right. There's definitely somebody in your energy that is got demons. You cannot love addiction out of somebody. Okay. You cannot love alcoholism away from somebody. It will not work. You will drown in the bottle with this person. Okay. Don't try to, you can't, like, it never works that way. If you think that you are going to be Captain Save-A-Ho with somebody that is got some sort of like drug addiction, alcohol problem, like some sort of serious like substance abuse, they're going to bring you down with them. Not to say you can't hold space for them, but don't enable them. Like you can't be an enabler. trying to help other people get out of addiction issues was what started me in most of my addiction issues to begin with. You know, like my significant other, you know, was doing this or doing that, and I wanted to be a part of whatever it is that they were doing. So what did I do? Like, I wanted this person to love me, so I jumped right in with them. You know what I mean? Because I didn't love myself. Like, don't be that person. All right. You can't love an addiction out of a person. You can hold space for them to love themselves, but you can't love an addiction out of somebody. It says, I'm awakening, transforming, ascending, and clearing karma. So you definitely, either you're on a spiritual path or this other person's on a spiritual path. I mean, who isn't on a spiritual path? Even if you don't know that you are, you know? There's definitely some sort of power struggle here. Like, don't get in competition for power. You know, like, I don't understand that stuff. Like, people having power over you or you wanting power over someone. Like, I don't know who thinks like that, but yeah, there's definitely somebody that thinks like that. You know, and this person might be making you look at your life in general. Like, why am I here? What am I doing? What do I really want? You know, are you actually good for me? Is this relationship actually good for me? You know, like, you're definitely asking a lot of questions about yourself, about this situation, about this other person. Coming to some real deep understanding, you know, or they're coming to some real deep understanding. It's like, but they think that you're the one, or they thought that you were the one before, because it did come out in reverse. So either you don't think that this person is the one for you, or they don't think that you're the one for them. At one time they might have, but now they don't. But they would like to stay in communication with you. Like, they still want to be a part of your life. Like, they still have love for you. Yeah, this person just, it's friendship phase. They would like to be your friend. You know, like, they don't want to lose you completely, but it's like they don't want to let you go, but they don't want to keep you. You know, like, this person kind of feels all over the place, Taurus. It is all over the place, Taurus. Yeah, so I would really ask yourself some deep questions, like, where is this going? You know, like, do I see a future with this person, or am I just fantasizing? You know, in love with the idea of being in love with the potential. You know, be careful of that, because we as humans have a tendency to do that. All right. As for your yes or no question, you got a yes or a no question, Taurus? The answer is no. The warm wind of change blows your life around 360 degrees. Favorable events help you see your situation from a different perspective. It's now where you look that matters, but what you see. Your new perspective provides you with a flurry of unexpected and unusual experiences, joy, and wonderful flow. Yeah, like I said, like, that's just confirming, like, you're asking some real deep questions on all kinds of levels. It says, when and how. You need to think twice before acting. However, this cooling off period might take 3 to 4 months. Afterwards, you will have a clear direction and attract new perspectives. Successful results are thanks to your unwavering vigilance and mindfulness. Your strength personified. All right. That was for the Taurus collective. Let's go on to the Gemini collective. Gemini. Gemini. Oops. Right? A lot of us do. I've been guilty of that. Like, Gemini, we are talking about, like, falling in love with the idea of being in love. So yeah, I definitely feel that. I've done that before, and I've had people do that before, you know, like, they are in love with the idea of who I am or who they think I am, but never actually truly get to know who I am, you know. And I've been guilty of the same thing. I've been in love with the idea of who somebody was, or what their potential was, and, like, never really got to know who they actually were. You know, I'm pretty sure, like, most of us are guilty of that in some way or another. And other times people want to just conquer your mountain, you know what I mean? So they can stick their flagpole in. It's like they feel they look at you like a mountain to be climbed, a challenge to be got. Like they just want to claim that they tapped that. They're like, yeah, I did that. It's like almost like climbing Mount Everest or whatnot. It's like they want to climb your mountain and stick their flagpole in, but like they're not planning on living there. They want to conquer that. So got to watch out for that too. All right, Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever time you are watching this video and whatever part of the world you're on. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please remember to hit that little like button on your way in or on your way out. It is a little click for you, but a big bada boom, chicken good for me. All right. Multipass. Try to build a community. Ain't no unity without community. And if you like my vibe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Right. Gemini, what is coming in for the Gemini Collective for the month of September? Please and thank you, universe. Please and thank you. Gemini, September for Gemini. What we got? Bam. Gemini, I feel like you are like whatever you were committed to before, like you don't feel so committed to now. It's like whatever you were willing to jump into before, like it came out in the reverse. It's like you are not like only fools rush in, and it's like you're not trying to be no fool, right? You might be super generous of your time, or you might have somebody that's super generous with them. There might be somebody that's going to gift you an opportunity or something monetary, maybe like help you pay a month's worth of rent, or like help you get into a new place, or you're helping somebody else get into a new place. There's going to be some sort of act of charity, and you do have the 1111 card with the 4 of Wands. So this is going to bring you whatever it is that like you're like, nah, I'm done with. You're like, I'm not taking no leaps of faith. Like I'm not, no fools rush in. Is going to bring you a lot more satisfaction. Like you're going to have some sort of celebration. Some of you might even be having like some sort of divorce party or something. Like maybe you finally got those papers in the mail and you're going to go celebrate with your friends. Like maybe get a photo shoot. It's like whatever was bothering you in the past is like definitely being lifted. It's like you're not letting it bother you no more. It's like you're just letting it roll off your shoulders. Like whatever was bothering you, maybe it was like you not getting those divorce papers or something not being finalized. I think like whatever you've been waiting to be finalized is definitely going to be finalized in the month of September, and you're going to go out and celebrate tonight. Come on. Hi, Tanya. If y'all haven't checked out Tarot Vibes, that's my girl Tanya. You should check out Tarot Vibes. Go subscribe to her. She's an amazing reader, and she's super like just fun and playful, and she's got a great sense of humor. I love Tanya. Yeah, so some of y'all are probably going to be going out and celebrating, with your loved ones, or celebrating like this victory that you have here, this accomplishment. Like some people are like, well, aren't you sad about it? And you're like, hell no, I've been waiting a long time for this. It's like, no, I ain't sad about it. It's like, I'm glad that I can move on. I'm glad that it's over. Like, I'm glad that I don't have to worry about that no more. It's like, they're not your problem no more, And it's like, you got the Temperance card. You're becoming the alchemist. Like you might be turning one thing, like you might be turning fire into water, Be careful of that fire water though, Gemini. But you're definitely learning how to make way for what you've got. Like if you've got like this tool and this tool, like you put those tools together and like you make this other thing out of it. It's like you've got this resource and this resource, you put those resources together and you get like a whole different outcome out of it. So I definitely think that you are being an alchemist in the month of September. And it's like, you're not up in your head. You're not juggling. Like you've made a final decision. It's like, you're not juggling this back and forth with wishy-washy. None of that, whatever was in, you're letting it come to an end. Like this ending, I'm pretty sure you've been waiting for this to end. You might not have wanted it to, but it's like, now that it has, it's like you're celebrating. You got that Chariot card, like moving on up. You're kind of letting go of the reins a little bit and just letting God do what God does, is like let go and let God, It's like you're trusting the plan, you're trusting that the universe, like even if you don't understand it at the moment, it's like you have faith that whatever's happening right now is supposed to happen. You know, you might not like it, you might not understand it, you know, but you definitely have faith that it's all part of the divine plan, that, you know, that God's rejection is actually God's protection. It's like you truly believe that. I appreciate you, Tanya. Yeah. And your money might be real slow. You got the Knight of Pentacles here. So that's like real slow moving, you know, but if you're wondering about somebody being shady, like they might have been shady in the past, but they're not shady no more with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Like you might think that somebody's like stealing your money, or you might be suspicious of somebody like not paying you right, or like hours missing or something. I think you're going to figure out that like, no, like it's all right. Like they aren't gypping you, you know? Like there might be something that you're suspicious about as far as your money's concerned. But I don't think you're going to be giving too much of your time or your attention out to anybody else. Like you're like, nah, like I'm going to turn the love that I have towards the world on myself this time. It's like, I'm done giving my love, and then getting shitted on. Like, you're like, no, I'm not doing that no more. And it's not like you're doing it in an angry way. Like you're doing it in a more of like an awareness, like your vibrational awareness way. You're not like doing it because you're a hater. You're doing it because like you understand the process, you know? You might have somebody that you're going to be butting heads with. They might be butting heads with you because you tell them no, because you're not nurturing a situation no more, you know? They might not like that idea. You might have somebody that tries to push your boundaries. Like you might have to hold real firm on your boundaries and keep them there. Because this person might try to shame you or guilt you to get you to do what you used to do, you know? And like you're not doing that no more. So they're gonna try to like flip the script on you. So don't let them flip that script, all right? And who cares what they say? Like don't hold on, don't respond, don't feed it any sort of attention whatsoever. All right, like let them say whatever they're gonna say, you know, and do not respond to it. I know it's a hard one. Like it's real hard to like if somebody's trying to push your buttons, you know what I mean? They say just that right thing at that right moment. You're like, boy, you know, but like, nope, you just take a deep breath, release it, and just keep on going, you know? As hard as it might be. Oh, you saw Pixie? That's my kitty. That's my Pixie kitty. Yeah. Yeah, you put in a lot of hard work. Like, I think you are going to be seeing some of the rewards. Like, you might have planted seeds a while ago that you completely forgot about, you know? Like, you might have invested somewhere that you completely forgot about, you know? Like maybe some of y'all do that, like no purchase required, like class action lawsuits or something, and like you just get this check in the mail one day, and you're like, whoa, I completely forgot about that. But you just end up with like a little bit of extra something from something that you didn't even remember that you planted. You know, you got the Gemini card here. So at some point during September, you're going to either have to make a choice. You know, like you got to be careful with the choice that you make, because one of them might look really, really shiny. It's like, but it's like a dog turd in a freaking Snickers wrapper. All right. So be careful of anything that's like a dog turd wrapped in a Snickers wrapper. It might be shiny on the outside, but really it's like shitty on the inside. So be careful of making some sort of choice based off of like illusion. All right. But that is definitely your card. That could just be you standing in your power. And that could also represent like a really strong soul connection coming in as well. But that is the Gemini card. Yeah, I would just say follow your intuition, which I'm pretty sure you're already doing, Gemini. And keep those boundaries. Don't let that person push your buttons, all right? If your goat is gettable, somebody's going to try to get that. Somebody's going to try to get your goat. If you got a goat and it's gettable, somebody is going to try to get your goat. If your chain is yankable, somebody is going to try to yank that freaking chain. Just try to make them links smaller and smaller to where like they can't reach it. You know what I mean? Yeah, and you're the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. It's inevitable. If things are down, they're only going to go up. What the problem with that is when they're up, they're going to go down. Life fluctuates, right? It's not always going to be in one direction or the other. Like if you're worried about where you are right now, can you remember a time where it wasn't like that? that's proof right there that it ain't always going to be this way. All right. So make sure that you enjoy if you're in an uptime right now, make sure you appreciate, you cherish that time and you enjoy it, because there's going to be a time that it's not like that. But in this moment, you'll be able to go back and reflect on a time that it was. So make sure that you are present in the present moment, whatever that is, and just have that knowing that it's not always going to be that way forever. So either enjoy it or look forward to the fact that it changes. All right. Hi, Doris. Welcome here. Yeah, use your filters, Mom. It's funny, my cat Pixie, like his mom, I thought was a boy cat. Like she was my best friend. My best friend lived in a trailer in my backyard, and like he found this cat at the train tracks, and he picked her up and brought her home, and that was his cat. So she was always outside, and like I had no idea that she was a girl cat. And then when he moved out, like she was living here, and she was all super bloated, and I had my headphones on. I'm in the backyard doing some gardening or whatnot, and I go and I'm like, "What's wrong with you, cat?" And I'm like, "Fluff, fluff, fluff." Like I thought she had worms or something, And then she comes into my room, and I was like, "Oh, you're pregnant." I was like, "You're a girl kitty?" I was like, "Why didn't you tell me you're a girl kitty?" And like I gave her a pillow and like put this fan on her. I was like, "Oh my God." And then she had the kittens, and then Pixie I thought was a girl. So his mom I thought was a boy the whole time. And then after she had the kittens and I picked my kitten out, I thought he was a girl the whole time. So I named him Pixie, but he's actually a boy kitty. All right, what's coming for Gemini and love? Gemini and love. Yeah, my family, like we're a bunch of weirdos, but like they're my weirdos for sure. It's all right. Pixie gets called a girl all the time. All right, Gemini in love. Ooh, this person feels guilty. If there's somebody that did you wrong, they say they feel so much guilt and they're sorry and they regret it. They regret whatever it was that they did, but it's like now it's a role reversal. If you were chasing them before and they were ignoring you, it's like we always ignore the ones that want us and want the ones that ignore us, right? It's like, what's up with that? But it's like this person was probably ignoring you before, or you were ignoring them and they were chasing you, and now you're chasing them and they're ignoring you, or vice versa. It's like we want the ones that ignore us and chase the ones that want us, or ignore the ones that want us. It says, I lied to you. It was easier than telling the truth. Maybe you caught this person in a lie. Yeah, and you guys have this like power struggle with each other. It says your move standoff, like manipulation games. Like don't let nobody play no manipulation games on you. Especially if somebody's like emotional manipulation comes in so many different forms. It comes in guilt trips. It comes in like if somebody tells you that they're going to try to hurt themselves if you leave them, that's a freaking emotional manipulation game. Like there's so many different ways that people emotionally manipulate us. They're like, okay, fine, I'm going to go get somebody else then just because they want you to come and chase them. It's like there's like no like actual adult communication or adult conversation. Like I think there's like a lot of mind games and manipulation here. But you're definitely rent space in their head. Like they think about you all the time. There's something about you that they just cannot let go of. You guys definitely have a soul contract. You have that karmic contract. I mean, and karmic isn't necessarily bad. That doesn't mean a bad thing. That just means that there is definitely that y'all coming together was definitely part of the plan, and y'all separating was probably definitely part of the plan. But it's hard to let them things go sometimes. Sometimes like things happen in such a whirlwind and like there's so many emotions and it feels so passionate and then it's just gone and you're like, wait, what the hell just happened? You know, and it kind of leaves you up in your feels. Yeah, but they definitely makes them take a real deep look at themselves, or they make you take a real deep look at yourself. You're like, who am I? You know, what am I doing here? What are you doing here? What are we doing together? Like, why are we doing this? You know, like there's a lot of questions being asked about this connection, about this relationship. Brenda. Good night, Tarot Vibes. If you guys haven't checked out Tarot Vibes, go check out Tarot Vibes. That's my girl Tanya. She's super amazing and funny and has a great personality. So definitely go check out Tarot Vibes, aka Beautifully Connected with Tanya. That was her old name. So 6:30. Whoo! Oh no, that's right. You got them younger kids. I done put my time in. My kid is grown. I done did all that. I've been there before where like I'm like looking at something on my phone and I fall asleep and it hits me in the face. That's funny. Well, sweet dreams, Tanya. Yeah, you definitely have this person all in their feels, and like they have you all in your feels. But I think you understand the contract between each other. It was like some sort of lessons learned, like some sort of definite growth in life. Like they were there for you when you needed them at a time that you needed them most, and like you probably had a lot to teach them at the time that they needed to learn it. But I don't think that this was a connection that was actually supposed to be like forever long term. And I think you know it, but it's like underneath that there's still that like part of you that like is like, well, what if, you know, well, what if it's like we could get caught up on what ifs all day. We have to go with what is, you know, what is the truth, not of what I want it to be, but what is the actual truth. All right, let's go on to, oh wait, I forgot to give you guys your yes or no. Yes or no, Gemini, yes or no? It says, no, the hurricane of passion subsides. You see the true state of things. You open your heart to many unique opportunities. You crush the coal into sparkling diamonds. Are there better accomplishments than these? Right? That pretty much confirms just what I was talking about in that situation. You know, it's like you see the true state of things. It's like your eyes are not, you don't have no rose colored glasses on. It's like, it's not what if, it's like, what is, you know? And it says, the when and how is the situation unfolds slowly as long as 10 to 11 months, but it does so surely, forming a clear outline. Further actions are needed. Relying on your ability to impress others attracts not just incredible success, but a position of higher privilege. Be who you are. That's the highest privilege of all, right? True authenticity vibrates with the biggest auric field, or people that vibrate in their true authentic self. And you would like when you walk into places, like you just push that energy out, the boom is like the whole place just has to, like, they just turn their head and notice, you know? All right, let's go on to Cancer. We got Cancer and Leo left. I had to make a new Cancer one because my old one doesn't do the ticky thingy. It doesn't like scroll. It just like sits there. So I'm going to make a new one. All right, Cancer. Cancer. What do we got for the sign of Cancer for the month of September? What's going on generally for the Cancer Collective in the month of September? Right, dude, I'm a popcornaholic, man. Popcornaholic. What's going on for the Cancer Collective for the month of September? What do we got? What do we got, Cancer? What do we got for the Cancer Collective? Big-hearted Cancers. What do we got? Ooh, Cancer. It looks like somebody is going to be coming either to offer you an apology, or they're thinking that you owe them some sort of apology. But there's definitely some sort of, like, you know, either somebody looking or thinking that you owe them one. The King of Pentacles, like, you might have somebody that's trying to get money from you. Maybe they're kind of come and ask you to borrow some money, or like maybe you borrowed some money from someone else and they haven't paid you, or that like money that you lent out to someone, they haven't paid you back. You know, that's one of the quickest ways to get rid of somebody. Like, if you don't want somebody in your life, like, loan them 10, 15 bucks. You might be out 10, 15 bucks, but you don't have to worry about seeing that person for a while. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes that's the easiest way to get people out of your life, is to loan them money. You know, so I think that either you loan something out to somebody that you are waiting to get back, and it's like they probably avoid you. Like, if you see them walking or whatever, they'll walk on the whole other side of the street and like try to avoid you, avoid some sort of accountability, avoid some sort of like confrontation with you, or having to like look you in the eye or something. But there's definitely somebody here that owes you something. They either owe you an apology, owe you some money, like they owe you some sort of equipment, like they borrowed something from you or took something from you that they like technically, like, you know, like you guys have some sort of energetic contract where they owe you something and they're avoiding that accountability, you know? So it's like you're giving up hope on this situation. It's like whatever this person is like you're like writing them off. You're like, all right, well, I'm going to put that on my taxes as a write-off. You know, I invested a weed whacker to get rid of this person, you know, like I might not ever get my weed whacker back, but I'm not going to have this person in my energy. It's like some sort of energy like that. Yeah. Collateral damage. I'm sorry, Brenda. I hate that energy. Like, that energy sucks so bad. You got the Queen of Wands. So some of y'all are like one of those type of people that like are unorthodox, you know, like usually if there's a man supposed to be running this company, like you're going to walk out and it's like you, like somebody shows up to a machine shop and it's like, you run that, you know what I mean? Like, and you're a female and you run that. Or if it's like you go to a barber salon and like usually it's like females that are like in charge of there, it's like there's a man in charge there. Whatever it is, there's like you're in charge of something that's like usually the opposite way, that's kind of a little bit unorthodox. You might be involved in some career that like when you tell people that you do it, they're like, oh, like that's crazy. You know, I never would have expected, like, you know, but it's usually because it has something to do with gender and not with talent, you know? Yeah. And then I think you're going to definitely be taking that leap of faith, not a leap of doubt. What are Cancers taking a leap of faith with? Well, you might be taking a leap of faith with somebody that they feel out of your league or you feel out of their league, or that might be just what I was talking about, that unorthodox situation. Like you might be going out on a limb, like applying for this job, you know, even though you have all the skill sets necessary for it, you know, like you might be a little intimidated to go out and try out for it because it might be male oriented or might be female oriented, or you might have been worried about what other people were going to say about it at one point in your life. But I don't think you're going to worry about that right now. Like, you're taking that leap. You're like, so what? You know, so what? I enjoy doing nails. I don't care if I'm a dude. I enjoy doing nails. You know what I mean? Like I could just sit there and put this little cute design and like talk to little hot chicks all day. You know, like, or if you're a chick, you're like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go start this mechanic business, or I'm gonna own this machine shop, or I'm, you know, like I'm gonna invest in myself into being a plumber or something that's just like not like you don't typically see. You know, it's like there's some sort of unorthodox like leap that you're taking. You know, because you know you have the ability, you know you have the skill set. You know, and you might be coming together with people that are of like mind, like heart, like spiritual. You know, you could be asking somebody out on a date, or somebody might actually approach you to go out on a date, or to have some sort of meetup with one another, because this is not necessarily about like a love situation, even though it could be. But this is definitely getting together with a like mind. You know, somebody is like inviting you to go and have coffee with them, so you guys can discuss business ideas or like different opportunities like that. You know, but this is definitely of somebody that has the same mindset, that has the same goal orient that you do. This is like two people that come together that have like the same goal, you know. Right? Think whew, Mercury. We still have that after effect, but yeah, Mercury coming out of retrograde a little bit, like communication will clear up, like you'll be able to communicate a lot better. You know, your words won't get so jumbled, like, you know, your internet will run smoothly, like all of those things. Definitely, like Mercury affects communication in all those different types of levels. Like if you're waiting for something to come in the mail, it usually runs late. You know, anything that has to do with like communication like that, like it throws these glitches in. Well, Brenda, I hope you start choosing yourself instead of other people like trying to make you a choice or not. It's like if they don't choose you, then you choose you. Because by saying that, like if you truly believe that, I am the one who is never chosen. The universe says that is correct. I am the one that is never chosen. So change that a little bit in your mind. Like stop repeating those things to yourself. Like don't repeat to yourself, because when you talk, you're like self-talk, right? Universe, which is self-speak, self-sing, self-talk, right? So that's the conversations that we have with ourselves is like pretty much universe, right? So when you're saying I am the one who is never chosen, and I know that your heart truly believes that, and that's what you're projecting out into the world. Okay, the world, like the universe isn't going to say like, oh, that's not what you mean, you know, like come here, Hita, let me show you somebody that loves you. It's going to provide you with what it is that you truly believe. And if you truly believe like I am the one who is never chosen, then the universe is going to say that is correct. Here's some more of I am the one that is never chosen. So just tweak those words inside yourself just a little bit, okay? To change that outcome for you. Like I am the one who is always chosen. I am the one who is always chosen. Even if it doesn't feel right at the moment, like whatever it is that you say into yourself is what is projected out into the world. Okay, that's why it's as within, so without. So if you don't like the that is correct, here is some more of whatever it is that you are thinking, then do slight little tunes, slight little adjustments until you can tune in to that right radio station. Because that's really how we do the internal work. Okay. And it's not to say that you're doing anything wrong. I'm not judging you. I'm not saying that you are, you know, that you're not worthy. Like you are most definitely worthy. But start telling yourself that on the inside, and then the outside will start projecting that to you. Okay. So yeah, Cancer, sorry, I had to interrupt your reading here a little bit, but that's all right. It was important. And I'm sure some of you needed to hear that as well. I know it's a hard thing to do, but it really, truly, like, it is magical how that works. Because I used to do the same thing. Like I was like, nobody loves me. You know, all of my friends are liars. They all steal from me. You know what I mean? Like people just take. They never give. Like I always felt that and I truly felt that in my heart. And like it took a long time for me to be able to change my inner dialect. And like now I don't have people in my life that reflect that back to me. Like I don't have people stealing from me. I don't have people lying to me. You know, like I have people that are genuinely there to support me and to love me. But it took years for me to actually change that like internal dialogue, you know, but it wasn't until I was aware that I was doing it that I could even change it. You know, like once we're aware of it, then we can actually make those little fine-tuned adjustments. You know, like when you play a violin, there's like the little fine tuners on there. You know, we can make those little fine-tuned adjustments. Then you can see like how it actually like reflects, because it really is true that as within, so without. I mean, and I don't try to say it like, I don't like the whole, like, I'm not a toxic positivity like preacher. Like I'm not like everything has to be unicorns and butterfly farts all the time, you know, but definitely like to have your awareness on what it is that you're thinking or where your vibration is at is really super important, you know, but you actually have to have awareness of it before you can even do anything about it. Most people just, they like, we are conscious creative beings that are continuously creating unconsciously, right? Like we go through our day like creating unconsciously. Like we have about 500 to like 5,000 thoughts per day, every single day with ourselves, right? And we are constantly creating, and they're usually unconscious thoughts. But when we flip that script, then we can become creative conscious beings that are creating consciously instead of unconsciously. So yeah, Cancer, I think you're going to be taking a leap of faith towards something that's a little unorthodox or what is outside of the social norms, but you don't give no fucks. They're like, I don't care. Like, I'm going to do it because you know that you have talent for it. You know that that's where your heart is being called towards, you know, like you don't want to keep it inside you no more. Like you want to let that shine. Oh, let it shine. So, and it might be slow moving. It might not happen as fast as you would like it to, but it's definitely like progress is progress. You know, they call it baby steps for a reason. I don't know how many of you have seen that like meme where there's like a ladder and it's like the importance of small steps, and it shows this person on a ladder and like there's this huge step that he can't even reach. You know what I mean? And then like the next step is like a huge step that you can't reach, but then on a regular ladder there's like all these steps and like you can actually reach them. So I think that you are doing this in a very like practical, like you're very practical in your approach about it, and like you understand that the progress that you're making sure might be a little bit slow, but steady progress is better than like running 100 miles an hour into a brick wall. And it's like you are moving forward, right? Like you're taking everything that you've learned and you're plugging up that boat and you are moving forward with your head held high. You're like, I give no fucks about what people think. If you're a dude and you want to go do hair, or you want to go do nails, or you got like, you know, this thing that's unorthodoxly like not for like a straight male or whatever, you know, like there's something that's outside the box that you're going for. And I think you're going to go for it confidently. Good for you, Cancer. You go with your bad self. All right, let's see what we got in the area of love. What do we got for Cancers in love? Ugh. Some of you might have gone through a divorce and you're scared of being in love. You know, like you don't want to lose half of everything. Maybe you guys have been through a situation before where like you've been married and you've had to be divorced, or you're like with somebody that is scared to get into a relationship because they've been divorced before. And like they're now you're like, no, I don't know about getting moved in. I don't know about moving in with somebody and then having to uproot my whole everything and move back out, you know. But there's definitely someone that you have your heart set on, or someone that has their heart set on you, you know, but they might be a little bit scared to move forward with you, maybe because of their past experiences, or like, you know, not to say that they're jaded, they just don't want to have any sort of like, they don't ever want to have that ever happen. They don't ever want to repeat that cycle ever again. So they might do whatever they can to try to avoid like taking things to the next step, or moving in with each other, or, you know, like having like your bank accounts combined or something like that. There's something about combining assets that this person is really cautious about. And I don't think that has anything to do with you, you know. And it might make you feel really overwhelmed. Like it says that you need to clear your energy. You might be feeling really overwhelmed. There might be a lot going on in your life right now. Like love probably isn't even on like your high priority list, but there's definitely that somebody that you're like catching up with. Like maybe you are running into some old friends, like, maybe you're spending time in like places that you haven't been in a long time, or people that you haven't talked to in a long time. Like they're getting a hold of you and wanting to catch up with you. You could be going out to coffee or just reminiscing of like, maybe you've been friends with this person for a long time. So they're like telling you about their divorce and like what happened to them. And like you guys are exchanging stories, But it says, when I'm in your arms, I feel like home again. So if you have gotten close with this person, it's like they definitely feel like you are their person, They feel like you are, I'm at home again, or that you're back home. Maybe you went back home somewhere and like you rekindled something with somebody in your hometown, and like they're super excited to see you. Then you could have somebody on the outside that's trying to spy on you, that's trying to report back to headquarters to something about somebody else, reporting back about what you're doing or who you're with or why you're with this person, or you got somebody in your energy that's definitely spying, Somebody feels like they need to make a U-turn. Like if they left your presence or your life or whatever, it's like they feel like they need to make a U-turn and go back to you. So you're definitely like some sort of spiritual catalyst for this person. Like they've learned a lot through you and with you, even probably by thinking about you, even at the times that you guys weren't together or whatever. This person probably still learned a lot through you. And it says, you make me look deep within. It's like, who am I? What do I want? Why am I here? Those are all real good questions we should all be asking ourselves on a regular basis. It's like, why am I here? What am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? Like, am I doing this for this and this? Or, you know what I mean? Like, we should always be reflecting on like what it is that we're doing and like who we are and what we're doing, like what our main objective is. Like if this person's main objective is just to feel, just to be cuddled and have a good time, just for a night or whatever, like make sure that this, or if that's your objective with this connection with this person, like make sure that you are on the same page, right? Like don't lead nobody on and don't let nobody lead you on. Yeah, they might, like, you might have thought at one point that they were the one for you, or they might have thought at one point you were the one for them, but it doesn't feel like they think that so much anymore because we have that in the reverse right now. It's like maybe at one point in the past, y'all were like totally intertwined, and they probably thought that you were their forever person, but they don't know if you're their forever person, even though they still think about you on a very like regular basis. Like you own space in this person's mind or they own space in yours. It's like you don't know if they're the one for you though, It's like maybe you've tried this before and it didn't work out, so you're not sure. Yeah, and this person is they are a clout chaser or a name dropper, or they're all about like showing off what it is that they got. They've got real codependence. They got longing, addictive behavior. So this person might have some sort of addictive personality, or they're really super codependent, or you might have some sort of super codependent like traits that you're figuring out within yourself. But there's definitely like some sort of codependence there in this relationship or with your relationships in general. It's like you don't feel whole without somebody in your life. Like if you don't feel complete without somebody, like there's definitely some inner work that needs to be done. Like none of us are ever not whole. Like we are all whole. Like we don't need another person to complete us. Like we are complete people. Like that is one thing that social media and like Disney movies and all of these love songs have imprinted into our mind, is that we are not whole without someone else. And it's like, you are whole, you are whole, you are worthy, you are love, you are an encompassment of love. All right. So don't let anybody, like, don't feel like you need anybody to complete you. And I think you're trying to do some of that inner work, or you have been working on that inside yourself, but I still think that there is some work there that needs to be done. All right, let's get a yes or no question. Yes or no for the Cancer Collective. What do we got? It says no. Circumstances require more careful approach, much more careful. However, the inviolability of your decisions give birth to a colossal opportunities and the incredible means for the implementation. But again, be careful, right? Like I would definitely like fools rush in, so don't be moving anything too fast. So I got to get your when and where. Where'd it go? Yeah, okay. Yeah, fools rush in. So don't be like jumping head over heels, moving in, getting married like all within a week type of deal. I mean, so, like that doesn't. I wouldn't say that doesn't always work. Like some people it's worked with, some people it's worked with really well, but not in most cases. The probability of that being successful is not very high. All right. I mean, and take that however it resonates for you. But it says in 1 and 2 months, waves from the ocean of luck accelerate previously slowed processes. They wash away your doubts and fears, allowing you to get what you want quickly. Trust in your ability to adjust. Allow events to take their course. This is the might of the ocean. All right. That was your reading for Cancer. Now we are on to Leo. Last but not least, meow kitties. Meow meows. Leo. Bam, 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 bam. Let me find you. There you are. All right, we are doing Leo at 2:50:34. Hi, Leos. Thank you guys so much for being patient. I know this is kind of a long video, but whew, we're getting it done. We're getting it done. All right, Leo. So thank you so much for being here. Welcome in, welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, like whatever time you're watching this video. If you would please remember to hit that little like button on your way in or on your way out. It's a little click for you, but a big bada boom for me. Big bada boom, okay? Chicken good. Multi-pass. Leo. What's good for the Leo Collective for the month of September? What do we got? Leo Collective, month of September. That one wanted to pop. What is it? You got somebody pouting, Leo? Is there somebody pouting? You dealing with somebody that's a pouter? Like if they don't get their way, like this might be a child that you're dealing with, or just somebody that's childish. You might have this person blocked. You got the 9 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, you know, whoever it is, like you're not paying attention to this person, or this person is pouting because you're not paying attention to them. It's like they expect you to like be there at the drop of the dime, or like maybe this is your boss. Maybe your boss is pouting because like he called you in or they called you in, and you're like, no, I got plans, you know. You're like, no, I've got plans. You're like, I've already booked this vacation. Like I'm on the road. I'm like traveling, you know, like you might have somebody that tries to get you to change your plans for them. I would definitely stay with your plans. If you've got some sort of vacation booked or an outing booked or a show that you're going to or something, like don't change your plans for your boss. All right. Like especially if you schedule these days off in advance, it's like your work, especially if you're working like a 9-to-5 job or something like that. It's like, they would replace you in a heartbeat. You know, they would probably try to call you in on like you could be on your deathbed and they're going to get mad at you because you couldn't make it into work kind of stuff. All right. So don't feel bad for not picking up the phone on your vacation time. Okay. Like if you are out on vacation or you got something planned, like let them be sad about it, because somebody's going to be super pouty that you're not giving them the attention or the time that they are expecting of you. Okay. But you're definitely going to be the magician in the month of September. Like you're going to be turning, like you've got the magic in your hands, right? You're an alchemist as far as like being able to turn like, you know, one thing into another thing. Like you turn like this little trinket into a $20 profit. You know, maybe you sell place on like maybe you sell things on Facebook Marketplace. I am dyslexic, so I do say things backwards sometimes. My bad, y'all. But yeah. Maybe you are going to pick up some sort of side hustle that is going to be very profitable for you. And you do have the Two of Cups. So there's definitely that somebody that wants to get together with you. Maybe this is that vacation that you're going on, you know, just spending time with somebody that like is on the same page with you. You know, I think you've done a lot of the inner work, a lot of looking within to see like what you're truly passionate about, what truly lights your fire, you know, like you've been doing a lot of that inner work, and you got the Lovers. Woo! So whatever this vacation is, or whatever it is that you've got going on, like you've got a very super, super strong soul connection with somebody, either somebody that you already know, or the person that, I think it's the person that you're currently with, is like you have this super strong connection with this person, or this person that you're planning this vacation with, or you're going to run into this person while you're out on vacation, you know. And you got the Chariot here, so it could be a Cancer. You've got Cancer, Gemini, Virgo. But I feel like you are definitely the Magician for the month of September with that Magician card. It's like you're getting all your beauty sleep. You're putting things to rest. Like you're definitely spending the time to take care of yourself, to nurture yourself. But you got some sort of connection that's coming in. Either just started that you're wondering about, or is like right around the corner, you know. That's that King of Cups. That King of Cups energy. Somebody that is very giving with their, like very emotionally giving, like will spend a lot of like maybe their love language is like investing like emotionally with you. Like maybe they're super vulnerable with you. They tell you like it might be annoying at first, like they tell you how they feel all the time about everything, you know. And like sometimes, like especially if you're like an air sign or something, you're like, ugh, you know. Well, you're a Leo, so you're not an air sign, but that fiery energy, you might be a little bit off put by it, but that's really part of their like how like part of their love language is like letting you know what's going on in their day all the time. You know, like this person is going to be really, really open with their emotions, like being able to express themselves. And that might be something that you're not really used to, you know, but you do have the Victory card here, and ooh, the 10 of Cups. So you're definitely going to be surrounded with lots of love, and that like definitely say no to your boss. Like if your boss is trying to get you to come in and you got this vacation scheduled, or it's your day off or whatever, put a hard no. That is a hard no with a period, point blank period, freaking exclamation point. Like you got some sort of serious like family time that you need to be a part of. All right. You've got love around the corner. So don't put that off to go and work for this pouty person. Like they're going to pout about it. Let them pout. All right. Cause yeah, you've got a lot of love, a lot of good times, you know, something that you've been working towards. Like maybe you've put together this like vacation for a while, or this outing for a while, you know, and there's somebody that's going to feel real butthurt about it. They're going to feel real butthurt about you leaving, about you going on this adventure. And like, you know, that could be a Libra. Got the Libra card here. So if this boss person is a Libra, or this person that's trying to hold you back from doing this is a Libra or whatever, like they're going to feel like it's unjustified, but it is justified. All right. You are justified. You have permission to go and take this time that you need for yourself, or to go on this adventure, to go out and about and mingle with other people. All right. Like you don't have to be just around this person. Like you are not their property. Okay. Like, especially if you're an employer or something, like you are not their property. You're their asset. You're their friend. You're their family, or whatever. Like you don't have obligation to put your life on hold to be at every whim and call of this person. All right. And that could be on all different areas. So there's definitely somebody that's going to try to hold you back, but no, go for it. Because you've got some sort of special connection that you're either going to make along the way, or that you're going to build on your free time with someone else. And that is super important, to build those connections. What do we got in love for the Leo collective? Lovely Leos in love. Lovely Leos in love for September. What do we got for the Leo collective? Spirit speaks to me. So yeah, you're definitely being divinely guided. This other person that you might be running into is going to be divinely guided as well. I think like that's one of the first things you're going to notice about them, or that's one thing that you super cherish about the person that you're already with, is how they speak to spirit, how spirit speaks through them. Like you absolutely cherish their connection that they have to divine, you know. Like even if you guys believe in different things, like maybe they go to church and like you're super into like crystals and uh like being pagan or Viking or whatever. It's like even if you guys do practice different spiritual beliefs, it's like you still cherish and value the fact that they are spiritual, like they are devoted to whatever their spiritual beliefs are. Like you are attracted to the way that they use, like they talk to spirit, the way they pray before their food, or that they, I don't know, there's just something that's super spiritual about this person that you absolutely cherish, and that's going to be one of the first things that like attracts you to them. And I think that yeah, it says surrender attachment to the outcome, get in the boat, let spirit take the lead, right? It's like, I don't know if you have any sort of expectations. Expectations are the way to kill any sort of anything good. It's like if we expect our love partner to look this specific way, then we're not going to see them when they walk up, and they don't look like what we think they're supposed to look like, or they aren't who we think that they're supposed to be. It's like if we have one specific person in mind, we're like, no, this is my person, and spirit tries to bring this person to you, but you have your mind set up that it's already this other person, then you're gonna like, they're gonna walk by you. You ain't even gonna see him because it doesn't look, or is it who, or is it what, the way that you expect it to be, right? So be open to receive, for sure. Open to receive, and don't have too many high of expectations. Like surrender the attachment of the outcome, right? Enjoy the journey. Let the journey be part of the reward, 713, what? Yeah, be careful of anybody that's down for that, just wants a booty call. I mean, unless you're down for that thing. I mean, most people are, I mean, we're grown, but don't have any expectations if that's the case. Like if that's all this person wants, make sure that you like you guys have clear communication about that. Like this person might be real, like they might be real devoted to their work, or you might be real devoted to your work, or you have outside responsibilities, or this person just could be busy with other things in life. So don't take that personally. Like if this person doesn't pick up right away, don't let your imagination like automatically go to the worst possible case scenario. Okay. Like take some time to breathe. I know I do that as a parent, like if my son doesn't get back to me like within a first day or like within hours or whatever, it's like my mind has already put him like somewhere and like, he's fallen off into a ditch, or, like I'm like, oh God, what's going on with my kid? But like we have a tendency to do that in relationships as well. Like if somebody doesn't text us back right away, we're like, oh no, they're off thinking about somebody else, or they're out doing this, or they're out doing that, and really they probably just fell asleep with their phone in their hand, or we're busy like actually working or something. So don't automatically go to the worst possible case scenario. All right. Oh, subscribers, sweet. 713, I bet. Because this person might actually just be busy, and yeah, look at y'all all talking to each other before you go to bed. You might have pillow talk, or like even if your pillow talk is just like texting each other, like maybe you guys live in different states or something, or like in different like parts of the city, but y'all be falling asleep with each other in each other's hands, having that pillow talk. And yeah, you can't fix me. That's my job. It's nobody's job to fix anybody. Like, it's not my job to fix you. It's not your job to fix me. It's not my job to make you happy. It's not your job to make me happy. Like, together, I can work on myself, and I can be responsible for my own happiness, you know, and take accountability for that. And I can help you along the way, but I'm not responsible for your happiness. I'm not responsible for whatever it is that you've got going on. Like two people in a relationship have to take accountability for their own personal growth, for their own triggers, for their own happiness. Like, we need to support each other and, you know, like, help lift each other up, but it's not one person's sole job to make someone else happy. All right. And definitely don't try to be Captain Save-A-Ho or something. Because if you're out there trying to save some dude, there's probably like 8 other chicks that are out there trying to save him too. You're part of the construction crew, okay? Don't be part of the construction crew. Yeah, and you guys might be mirroring each other. They do the opposite of whatever you do, or you do the opposite of whatever they do. Or like, when you want them, they don't want you. And when you want, and when they want you, you don't want them. It's like this: we ignore the ones that want us and want the ones that ignore us type energy. Yeah, and I think you're breaking out of like any of your old cycles. Like, if you were like a fool's Russian, you just want to get married right away. You know what I mean? You move them in, you change your Facebook status. Like, you're like in this to win this, you know, and then like 2 months later, you're like, wait, what happened? You know, I think like whatever it was that like your toxic cycle is, like, you're definitely putting a stop to that. And some of you might be tested, you know, like you might have the same repeating, like you might smell that same cycle on someone and be like, nope, time out, back up, hold up, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Like, I've been here, done that, freaking got the t-shirt. It's like, no, like, you're breaking those cycles. Like, you don't want whatever this relationship is with this next person to be anything like any of the other relationships you've ever had. And congratulations, Leo, it shouldn't be, right? Because if any of the other relationships that you had were the right ones, then it wouldn't have ended in the first place, right? But you don't know what you do want until you know what you don't want. Sometimes we got to learn the long way. All right, your yes or no question is yes. Fate opens its gates of fortune for you, but not until you are actively involved in the resolution process. You discover the resources you need by accepting an unexpected offer, which invariably brings you the stunning success and that rare chance to completely improve your life. Ooh. And your when and how says, simple yet picturesque. The situation transforms your life with high concept ideas. In 2 to 3 weeks, you find inspiration from a warm, optimistic worldview of the art and nature surrounding you. The connections between each is real, and you've never felt this more than now. There is no separation. Separation is an illusion, right? There is no us. There is no them. There's only us. There is no you. There is no me. There's only us. All right. Okay, so those were all of the signs for the month of September. Like, I seriously appreciate every single one of you that has tuned in and showed me love and been a trooper this whole time. This has been a pretty long video, so I absolutely appreciate every single one of you. This means more to me than I have words to express. Like, hi, my name is Crystal, and I'm a recovered addict. I am 3+ years into recovery, and this helps keep me on my path, on the straight and narrow. It gives purpose to everything that I have ever been through. So the amount of appreciation that I have for the love and support that I get is priceless. All right. Like, you guys are priceless to me, and I love you very much. And until next time, be good to yourself and to others. Always and always. Vroom. Beep, beep.